Wait.
Patton Oswalt?
Deborah Wilson again.
Oh no!
What the fuck? Who?
Well, Elijah Wood's in this.
Elijah Wood, Phil Lamar from Mad TV. Remember that? I don't know who that is. Who? Pat and Phil Lamar.
My God.
Are you gonna watch the new?
No, I had no
Among
idea
Us?
it existed, and I would never have known had you not brought it up on the show. We got Krusty Cream Pie, Jimco Brand Felt for 5 subs, KW1993 subscribe, Buzz CJC for a gifted sub.
Thank you guys.
Let's start. We got a variety to start off the show today.
The show's now we're back to where we were like before the quartering rapening.
Our first segment here, we're checking in on Sneako.
Well, friend of the show. I'm kidding.
Well, he showed up here and gifted 5 subs,
What
even
a
though we
cheap
hate him and
bastard.
call him a cock. I don't know what
He's
was
a millionaire
his issue.
and he's 5 subs.
Well, so we're gonna find out why he's only a 5 sub, Andy. Look at Sneako here. Look at Cucko. It looks like he's been crying all night long. Look
what
at
happened?
him. Look at his eyes. Man.
I thought he was
Look
like
at
doing
him.
well though. No, hang on.
Oh
zoom
no,
in. The
buddy!
zoom's up
Look,
there.
only 700 viewers,
Wait,
and
wait.
it looks like he's been up all night crying.
Wait, is this
buddy.
real?
This is real. And so he gets his first super chat in a while because he hasn't been getting any donos, and he crashes out about it because it's not anything. Let's have a look.
Wait, Ash, hang on, Ashton, no, Ashton, Deborah Wilson's in Resident Evil.
Suffolowski, Suffolbish. That's what you deserve.
Is it legally required
That's
for her
what
to be in
you
every
boy
game?
Deserve.
I
Let's
actually got tears.
go!
I'm actually sad.
Theodore Fieser the Bald for 35 subs.
Thank you.
Woo! Let's go! The legendary Theodore Fieser the Bald.
Yo, how you been, Theodore? If you're the bald Ashton, I'm actually rattled. That actually hurt me. That news. Okay. And I was just showing you. She's in everything. I wasn't lying. She's in Wolverine, by the way. She plays Rogue.
No, she's. What do you mean she plays Rogue?
Wait, the one with the eye patch.
Whoa,
What's the bitch with the eye
wait.
patch? What's her name?
Callisto.
Callisto. She's Callisto now.
Or Storm?
No, she's Callisto. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Let's see
Anyway.
what Sneako's up to. This quick.
DOP. Where is this dude from? 500 DOP. Oh my God, he gave me $500. What is this
Woo!
currency?
500 DOP. Watch this.
That
It's
is 17
less
cents.
than-
What the f?
17 cents.
Why does that even show up as a dono?
Oh, he's seething, bro. He's seething, bro. He's doing a DSP auditing the contributions and crashing out. But wait a minute, Sneako. I thought
Wait.
you were like a millionaire, super successful, New York City high life.
0.017?
I don't even
fuck?
think it's 2 cents.
No,
It's
that's
not even a penny.
I
Wait,
can't-
maybe it's bad, bro.
hey Sneako. This is what real.
1.7 cents.
Here's what real donos look like.
Havoc for
10
10
subs! Big
I
support.
almost said for 10 cents. It still would have logged fucking Sneako.
Thank you,
He
Theodore
has
Caesar. Thank
one
you.
penny.
Do you have it?
1 penny. All right, let's see Sneako's continued reaction to receiving
Oh,
1 penny.
500 DOP is equivalent to 1 cent, and YouTube doesn't. It still gives it the same color as a $10 dono.
Suffer Sneako. Suffer bitch.
so if you give $1 DOP, it's a red. It's a red dono, you know?
So what? What do you mean, Sneako?
You just gave me 1 cent in Dominican pesos. Keep your money.
Minus
I don't want that. What am I gonna be grateful for? 1 cent. Be grateful for 1 cent.
Be grateful, beggar bum. Buddy, like imagine bringing this up and seething about it instead of not saying a fucking word, you know?
If you're
How
seething about it,
dare
people
you?
will do it more
How
now.
dare are you? Oh, look, Officer Dank Nasty just gave us 6 cents.
Thank you, Officer
Let's
Dank
go!
Nasty. Let's get pennies.
7 cents. Let's go.
Let's
we got
go.
Brain Dookie for 5 subs. Tony Panther for 5 subs.
Look, see, Sneeko?
Suffa Sneeko.
Look,
Look at this.
We actually show the pennies
Well,
coming in.
hold on. He's gonna seethe in a second here.
Look at all these pennies. Holy shit.
Oh,
I'd have
it's
rather
raining
not.
pennies.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. It's raining pennies.
It's like the lemon, remember the lemon party?
Yeah,
and
the
fucking...
lemon. They would all like pelt with lemon.
Had to.
Honestly, it would add up by the end of the show. You'd be like, whoa, I made like
Whoa, that's like
150 in
$6.
pennies?
Bro, I see other streams and they get like $2,000 dono. Sneeko.
Oh! Other shows are getting $2,000 super chats that just say Sneeko. Now that's Fuentes got that. Sneeko's jealous and bitter. It's Suffa Sneeko, bitch.
Fucking Fuentes has been felting Sneeko, bro.
Oh,
2,000
Sneeko.
Well, look at all these fucking pennies, dude. Okay, yeah, guys, it's actually like lagging my PC here. Holy fuck. Let me remove the Zoom thing or else it freezes. Okay, here we go.
It's gonna break the website.
I'm going to have to close
Attack
the window.
Sneeko in public. $5,000. Sneeko greenlit. Harass him. And then Sneeko stream 1 cent. Hey, when are you going to do this? Here's a long paragraph. Read the whole thing. No.
No, I won't read it. No.
Okay, guys, this is actually lagging my shit. Please stop.
Yeah, fuck your $1.
Please
Fuck your
stop.
1
It's
cent.
too late.
Fuck
We
your
asked
1
for
cent.
it.
No, look, my
You
mouse.
get what you
My
fucking
mouse is like
deserve,
so laggy.
buddy.
It is. My mouse is like
Okay,
broken. Let me just turn off chat, actually.
To add insult to injury, honestly, for poor Cucko here,
Mhm.
it turns out that he can't even do math because the contribution, obviously, since it was a yellow super chat,
Oh, no.
wasn't 2 cents. It was actually $8.58.
Wow.
So this guy took like his half a week salary in the Dominican Republic,
Yeah,
500 pesos,
half a
bundled it
week?
together.
sir.
Yeah.
Teachers make
It's like
20
a
bucks a month there. I'm not kidding, by the way.
this is like 2 weeks salary for this poor guy in the Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah.
And he sends it to his favorite streamer, Sneeko, and Sneeko shames him and all over him for it. What a piece of
That's
buddy.
actually brutal,
what
bro.
a scumbag, bro.
Buddy. By the way, I had to close Kick because that all those pennies actually were lagging my. I don't know. Kick sucks.
That's
for
what
that
they
end.
do. Philip is they just pelt him with the pennies, and he,
So I can't
he
see
just
super chats. So
cries
let me
all
know.
night long.
Let me know when I get any super chats here. Oh no! Yeah, I thought-
Sticks Hexenhammer, massive decline. Sticks Hexenhammer 666 at one point was at, I believe, 506,000 subscribers. Now down to 490,000. Didn't even break 400,000 views this month. And just look at him.
Okay.
Just look at him, bro.
Here we go. Okay, you AI. This is AI.
No, this is real, bro. Look
There's
at him.
no way this is real.
Look at him, bro.
Hang on.
Look at him,
Chat.
buddy. He's having a rough
So Ash, is this
go,
AI for
buddy.
real? Like, tell me for real.
I don't think so. I think this is actually what he looks like, buddy.
This is scary stories to tell in the dark. Remember that book?
Isn't
Like,
it?
it's funky.
This is a cautionary tale. This is like, listen, don't make deals with owl demons from hell, buddy.
This is sad, dude. This
Is
is
it?
actually.
I rejoice. I love to see him
Oh
suffer.
yeah, me too.
Gavin McInnes having a tough one. Let's have a look.
Oh, with Kumia.
So I've been holding in an announcement.
People want the sticker of sticks like that. Should we do it for 10 subs?
Yeah. Let me. You know what? I'll just
show
do
the
it
other
here.
photo with the receding hairline. I don't know which one you're talking about with the receding hairline. but
I unironically
that's the
was-
reason that he wears that hat, though, is because his hairline's
Okay.
going,
I'll
buddy.
I'll put this
Put it to the side.
Okay, here we go. Here, I'll just put it right there, and then we'll continue. I have to wait till the people stop showering pennies there. Or else
So-
we're gonna
It's
have
not
some
going to
problems.
happen, buddy.
We're gonna. I don't have chat open, so I don't know what's happening. Please don't be mean about me in chat while I'm not looking at it. If you could-
Everybody be mean to Andy.
No, please, guys, please.
He's looking old, guys. Looking
What?
washed. It's over.
Look at
He's
me.
haggard.
I'm so sexy right now. I'd f- me. What? You wouldn't fuck me?
Sofosky.
Look at me. I look nice with that. No more hat. I've decided
I have low
we've moved
standards.
on from the hat.
Have
Uh,
you moved on from the hat era?
Yeah, the hat era is done.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's yeah, good.
It
All
was,
right,
it was
let's
a bit
see
too
what's
long.
going.
It was a bit too long, but
Let's see what's going on with Gavin McInnes here. Gavin looking bloated, looking like an
Yeah.
alcoholic.
he looks
holy
old
fuck.
now. What happened?
He's all I know. Time passes in a chronological fashion. I'm pretty sure he's like 60 years old at this point. Like, how old is this motherfucker?
The last
Let me
time I
look it
saw him,
up.
he was fighting Copper Cab. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and he beat the piss out of Copper.
Yeah,
Cap, buddy.
I
Just
actually
beat the
thought
brakes
Copper was
off
gonna
that
win.
bump. I did too, bro. Whatever happened to Copper Cap? Sometimes I see him go live and he has like less than 100 viewers and
Yes.
he makes no money.
I actually watched a documentary on Copper Cab the other day, but the guy was way too British for me to keep watching. So,
Oh God, nobody can watch. These British
buddy,
guys.
it's too much.
Oi! Oi, let me tell you, back in 2006, oi! And then just like, reading a Wikipedia summary, like it's obvious. Like,
it's an AI.
but first we have to go back to 1984.
Yeah.
That's when Papa Torelli founded Papa John. He had a drink. It's like, you, man. You piece of shit. Oh, it's factually accurate.
Oh, fuck.
We got C3 medal for 10 subs.
Let's
Base
go.
Gosling for 5 subs. And
Chrissy's
Chrissy's crying toddler for a gifted
Thank
sub.
you so much, guys.
All
Appreciate
right.
it. I'll make that
Let's
sticker in a
see.
sec, guys. I have it saved.
Well, I've been holding in an announcement. I was recently apprehended.
Is it an announcement? Hey, guys, I was arrested. Like, announcement. Big announcement.
Is that the Diddler Kumia?
Well, yes.
It is.
Yeah, of
The
course.
Diddler, Anthony Cumia.
Oh, it's Anthony.
Well, listen, if I saw him on the street, I actually wouldn't even know who he is. That's how irrelevant he is to me. in
Have
my
you
life.
seen, okay, Ash, this is crazier. You know Opie? You remember Opie? Opie and Anthony?
Remember
Well,
Opie?
He used to be a millionaire, right? And he was like married to Bam Margera's ex-wife and had kids. And well, turns out he lost all his millions and he is raising money to 10 viewers to fix his tooth.
Listen, this is
To
always
fix
scary.
his tooth.
Bro, this is all the Boogie's doing the same thing. Like Boogie has been doing that grift for the last 10 years. I'm gonna guys, I'm gonna lose my house, guys. And he somehow never does.
But
You know,
we
These
have
people
to,
are dirty.
may we
bums.
one day A-log Opie? You know, I was in his chat for like 3 months pretending to be a fan just to troll him, and I would like throw
The
him
long
chats.
con.
I'm not kidding.
The
I
long
haven't-
con of
He-
trolling
He
Opie,
always
bro.
features my comedy craze zone. He features me constantly,
my-
and
you
I
blew-
bash
You
his,
blew it.
I
You
bash
blew
his
your cover.
co-host, the Jewish like furniture salesman.
Oh, fuck.
No, he's a janitor actually.
All right, let's quickly show us.
Going through a stop sign. I was told to blow. Cops told me not to blow,
You had to blow.
no matter what.
The cops told you
One
not to
thing leads to
blow?
another, and eventually it could get bad unless I were to agree to some conditions to make. Just like when you had to go to rehab, even though
Rehab, yeah.
So
When
I have to go to
you
rehab.
Beat
right
your
now.
girlfriend on
And it's right
camera.
here.
Look at this, Gavin.
Oh.
Gavin, no! Gavin, no! Buddy, that's tough.
That's actually amazing.
That's
That's
fucking
the shit.
Buddy, he just fucking
That
mixed it up.
actually slayed me, dude.
Oh, man.
Oh, Gavin.
He's just
Gavin
a
posting this
Gavin.
out. Gavin, no.
It's monitoring my
He's in
sweat
good
right now.
spirits.
I just put it on today. 90 more days of this.
90 days.
90
Now,
By
this
summer.
is, this is not a device that tracks where you are.
Dude, Gavin McInnes looks like Colonel Sanders now.
Does he not?
he
though?
looks just like
He's
Colonel
got
Sanders.
like this sleeve of tattoos, like the aging hipster. It's not going so good.
Oh
You know,
my
it
God.
turns out that even if you're a punk rocker, you also get old, and then you look.
Oh, man.
Is it?
No other information. 100% alcohol. You could become the biggest cokehead on earth.
Let's go.
Xanax, I could be
Yeah, so
shooting
that's what
heroin
he's
every
doing.
night.
He's telling
But,
on himself.
Don't use hand sanitizer. Don't use cologne. Don't use mouthwash.
So he goes, he's the
And don't-
50-year-old riding a bicycle. He is that dude. He is that 50-year-old dude riding a bicycle to his local gastro pub. They drink IPAs and get lit. Oh, no.
Let anyone spit
Oh,
bourbon
no.
in your face.
All right. There we
All
go.
right,
Gavin
beautiful.
McInnes monitored up. Suffering, bish. Okay.
But
Who
yeah, we
else
should
do
A-log
we
Opie
got
one day.
next?
It's really fucking sad. Here we
Oh,
go.
Wings
Oh,
of
fuck
Redemption.
off. He's not
In
quitting
the
shit.
arms of an angel, wings will cry. The trolls made him sad. Now it's bye-bye. It's like, no, it's not, bitch. I guess I should say something before I disappear. Bitch, you're too fucking fat to ever disappear.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about,
Oof, he's a
buddy?
ghost.
There's nothing big enough for you to hide behind there, Wingo. Jordy, I want to clear the air that I didn't quit Lol Cow Crip. Well, you did, bitch. You fucking quit. You stopped showing up. You're a fucking quitter, Wings. You're a
Ooh.
bitch. I was put in a position that me walking away was the best outcome. Buddy, you can't fucking walk anywhere. The fuck are you talking about? You mobility scootered away from the program there, Wings. Like, buddy, what are you talking about was the best outcome? Listen, you probably should have quit this years ago.
Well, he did.
And just got a job at a call. So he's
And
quit
came
like
back.
what? 10
Twice
fucking times
minimum.
now?
Twice for real. 10 fake
So,
times. Yes.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if we bother reading this whole document, but basically what he's saying is that the trolls were coming to his house and stealing his shit, sending prostitutes to his house and pizzas, which you figure he'd enjoy.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Prostitutes and pizza. I mean,
And then like his fans were getting harassed and they were sending deliveries to his fans and like just obviously if this stuff is happening, it's like it's not right, you know.
by the way,
whatever. But
what a horrible, it's like, oh, my trolls are so horrible. Or they do SWAT you? They sent me pizza.
they sent me a
Well,
well, if it was Boogie, you know, you wouldn't have said a word.
he'd be
One
like,
for
oh,
me and one for my hooker. One for me
Keem.
and one for my
fucking
Keem
Thanks,
sent me a
Keem.
present. Is it prepaid? Fuck you, Keem.
That's
you
the
bitch.
twist, right? The monkey's paw. You have to pay.
You say his name is Richard. It's not even Jordan. Well, that's the deep lore. I don't know any of the Wings lore. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I just think he's being a big baby. He's
Mhm.
gonna be back in like 2 weeks. I give
Yeah.
it 2 weeks. It's like,
Did
what
he
else are
even
you
leave?
gonna-
Is he actually gone?
I don't know, man.
Let
Like
me-
he's like, it's been like a week, I think, since he streamed last, maybe 10 days. You know,
Right, 7
Like-
hours ago.
but like, you know, Phil today did this whole big fucking crash out session about how we need an internet police to stop the bullying and da 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 da. I don't know. I think at a certain point with Wings, it's just Wings is too far gone.
Yeah.
He's too deep into the and they're just gonna him until he leaves. So he
Mhm.
can either accept getting every single day, or he can leave and go get a real job.
Yeah.
But like, that's what he should do. Because
Why
it's not like
not?
you.
Dude, is
It's
he like,
either that or like go move into Keemstar's compound and be his personal gimp. Like I don't know. Like these are your options, and he'll protect you from the trolls with his gated community and private security team or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I mean, the only thing that I think he can actually do is work at a call center. And there are a lot of guys like Wings who work at the call center. Like, he's like a
You can work from home,
phenotype.
though. You can work from home.
Yes,
from the
exactly.
yeah.
He's the archetype of like the guy at the call center that hates his fucking life. He comes in every day. He's a brick. The customers all on him constantly, and he just cries and seethes. And he's just a miserable, loathsome piece of shit that makes everybody else at the call center who's trying to make the best of it feel really bad about themselves and be like, I work at the same place as this loser. But the managers love these people because they're so desperate that they'll never leave. You know, they have no other options. So they love these like Wings that are just totally broken,
Because
miserable.
they know
pieces
they're
of
there
shit.
forever. They won't have to
Yes.
do like rehiring constantly. And
Exactly. Well, they know like that's what they want because there's a constant turnover because it's such a job that like only like a psychologically person can do. Either you have to be like a complete sociopath that learns to abuse the customer, or you have to be a broken that enjoys getting abused by the customer, right?
yeah.
And so there's only two paths to take at the call center. Wings falls into the latter category of like the masochistic broken of the call center that becomes like the manager's like pool boy, and they go out to the smoker section together and complain about how they're both in their 40s working at the call center and life sucks, and they'll both complain about the price of gas and the price of groceries and the weather isn't good this week and just everything's negative. And there's just like a bunch of people like that that are in a constant negative feedback loop, and he'll fit right in. So that's what I think he should go do.
Yeah.
Because he clearly can't handle this. But the thing is, Wings can't wake up on time for anything. He can't commit to a schedule. So, but he has to. You have to wake up, Wings, you piece of shit. You have to go do something, bro. I don't know what to say. He'll be back.
He will be back. I would say if he's not back already, maybe tomorrow. Oh, our boy lost in court.
H3 Felton, hold that L, Ethan Klein, hold that L, buddy. The casino is nothing but fickle. One day you're a high roller with a big stack of chips at the table, swinging your dick around, splashing the fucking pot, going to the strip club, making it rain. And then the next day, a dirty sex worker cleans you out for everything, robs you of your Rolex collection and your chips, and you're a felted fucking homeless bum on the side of Las Vegas Boulevard. Change! You got change!
Yo.
Suffer, Ethan. How did you lose in court?
But okay,
This is his
how did
natural habitat.
How did she?
What
How did she
happened?
win here? The court deems defendants
Because
used
she
as
actually
transformative.
showed up to court. Because she actually, unlike
Ash.
Frogan, who just decided to eat the entire legal fund and not show up to court, and Casey Tron, who was too low IQ, white trash, and poor to realize that she might win, and so just folded and did the humiliation ritual. Although, to be fair, Casey Tron literally added no commentary whatsoever, so she might have been crushed. The thing is, I thought about this, and we thought about this from the beginning, right?
Mhm.
We thought about the Sargon decision.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
the Akila v. Hughes decision. And we're like, or the whatever the right? Benjamin v. Hughes or whatever the
Yeah.
and we're like, Sargon won this court case by just changing the title.
Well,
So-
no, he put in one of her videos in between her video to show hypocrisy.
Yeah.
That alone
And now
is transformative.
this is the thing though. Every single one of these law tubers needs to shut the up forever.
yes.
Like, I am fully convinced that none of them have any idea what they're talking about, and they all just give the take of what they want to happen
yeah.
instead of what's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, they're all talking about shit that they have no speciality in. Like, you've got people that are like, I don't know, like a criminal lawyer talking about copyright and stuff like this. It's like, obviously you're not going to fucking
Except
know what
for
you're
Sean.
talking about.
Sean's our
Well,
boy.
we'll
'cause
make
he's
excuses for Sean. He
but
got
Sean-
this wrong.
No, but Sean
but
is actually sometimes he'll be critical
I'll
on
say,
something
like,
we want, and we're like, oh,
legal mindset though. It's like, bro, you're on watch, bro. Like, how many bad takes are you gonna give, bro, on this stuff? Like, it's just
legal
constant.
mindset, more like legal soccer.
Bitch. So I don't know, and it's like, listen, we're not lawyers. We don't. So we trust these people. We're like, well, legal mindset said, well, legal mindset, and it's like, listen, how can a Jew lose in court? I don't know. He just got felted. And you got people out here on the street that are like, this was a bad decision. How could this happen? No. I just don't give a let him lose. Let him rot. Maybe this will teach him not to splash the like he does, buddy. He's punching down on these poor left. I honestly don't give a but apparently it's tough for him here. The court deemed defendant's use as transformative. Throughout the live stream, defendant provides commentary pertaining to criticism of the nuke. The fair use inquiry does not ask whether the criticism or parody of the copyrighted work is just or accurate or mean-spirited, but simply whether the use is the kind that copyright is designed to protect. So basically, if you add any commentary at all, it seems like you're good and you can do this. Even if you say like I'm trying to divert views away from the original work, which does seem kind of crazy that you can get away with that. But it's a tough situation because obviously we want there to be React content out there. We want their, creators to be able to commentate on other things. At the same time, I don't like lazy bums that add no commentary whatsoever, right? Which is what Casey Tron and Frogan, and to a lesser extent, Denims were doing. But I think Denims did add criticism. It's just it was brain dead.
No, we actually said this. I remember on the release of this whole story when it dropped. I remember when Denims, we were watching it, we're like, well, she's still responding. Didn't Frogan, though, say she is trying to get people to watch hers so he loses money?
Well,
that was her issue.
All said that. Well, Frogan's issue was that she just didn't show up to court.
True.
So it was a default judgment. Casey Tron would have just looked at the cost of it and was like, I'm felted. I can't do this. I'm going to lose everything. And was like, okay, I'll do the hostage apology video. And it is, like that just big rich people can come in and, just break people that are poor like that. But
yeah,
that's the way the world works. Unfortunately, that's why we need your money.
But you know what, though?
So that doesn't happen to us.
Although we were laughing about this, Ashton's fully right here. It's like, we can't be cheering on a guy who can sue over like reacting because that's our job.
I know.
And it's like, what can quartering sue us for?
At the same time, I think these lazy bastards should be felted in some way.
Yes, 100%.
Because if you just, it gets to a point where they are taking the piss, where they just leave the room. Like Hassan just gets out of his chair.
Yeah, I agree.
And just fucks off. Yeah. But at the same time, I wonder how they draw the line. Because can you just put The Dark Knight up on YouTube and react to it? And that's okay? Like, I don't know. I don't know how copyright law really works. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll go to the next slide here and then we'll move along. Now, I will say this isn't over yet. It's not fully over yet. The court finds that the defendant's live stream is not a market substitute for the nuke. Because I love how it's being referred to as the nuke in the court. Because 3 of the 4 fair use factors strongly favor the defendant, including the most important factor, purpose and character of use. The court concludes the fair use defense applies as a matter of law. Yep. Thus, defendant's motion for judgment on the pleadings is granted. The court orders defendant to prepare and submit a proposed judgment within 7 days of this order. H3 is going to try and fight this. It's not totally over yet, but I saw on Twitter that this holds 80% of the time. These preliminary decisions hold about 80% of the time. So he still has a 1 in 5% chance of winning. And when you factor in that he's a Jew, it must at least double. So maybe it's only like him, you know, you know what I mean? Maybe he still has
The
some
Jew
chance.
math is different. You know what I mean? They have
You
like a
know.
higher percent. They have like a buff. You know what I mean? All right.
Anyway,
well,
H3 looking felted, buddy. Looking tough for him there. I don't know how he fumbled this one.
Off with
All
cloud.
clavicular, guys. He's getting a nose job done. He got his nostril width reduced, the length of the nose reduced, his dorsal. He's got a dorsal, buddy. It got smooth, so the nose is straight, and tip refinement and rotation. It's a relatively minor things done in the world of rhinoplasty. This guy, Myrtle the Turtle, is apparently the master of rhinoplasty somehow. He says the biggest difference Clav will appreciate is the narrowing of the nose. It's millimeters, but those make all the difference. If we go to the next slide,
This is the most
we can-
exhausting lifestyle ever.
well, he's just a
Oh
little
my
bitch.
god!
Look at his legs, bro. He's in a wheelchair,
Does he
buddy.
Wait, does he not
He's in a wheelchair,
Is he not
buddy. Look
squatting at all at the
at,
gym?
bro. He's atrophied, bro. Like, yes, he didn't just skip leg day. He just never did leg day.
No leg day. It's like
it
never.
was never, bro. And look at his arms, like everything. Like he just looks so weak. What the happened?
Is that photoshopped?
no?
No, it's not. What the?
And look at him. He just looks terrible. So I don't know. He's fallen off big time. I don't think
You know what's
anybody
weird?
really
like
cares.
his views are down brutally, but it like the tweets, like the kick champ and people who tweet him are up. I'm like, how do you have more retweets and less viewers?
By the way, we got Threading the Sneedle for 5,000
Let's
kicks.
go!
Says on the H3 situation, you guys are missing the forest for the trees. Is this a bad ruling? In my opinion, at least, yes. Is this also really funny because he deserves it for pearl clutching over the F slur? Yes.
He
Thank you,
deserves,
Threading the
you know
Needle.
what?
We got Kino Critic for a pack it up. Says detractor victory. DSP can't sue us now for reposting his content. Suffer DSP. And we got Punished Venom Vorst for a pack it up. Says,
Thank you guys.
Lawtubers are like art theorists who know everything about color composition, but can't draw a stick figure to save their lives. Well, there's a reason that they're lawtubers and not lawyers, right? Although some of them
Except
do
for Sean.
practice, except for Sean.
I will sweep
who
for
we
Sean
like. He's
every day.
that was the DS. I stole that from Phil, which was the most based Phil take of all time about Rakieta, as Phil called him.
Oh
And
my
he goes,
God.
well, there's a reason Rakieta is a law tuber and not a lawyer. It's probably because he's not a very good lawyer. What's up with Ian
Thanks,
says,
Felton.
lowering my Israeli flag to half-mast in honor of Ethan losing. Bad day for Israel, guys, our greatest ally. Scooter the Pooter says, suffer legal sucker. Casting lead for a sub. Light bulb head, says Phil mentioned. Let's go. And we got
Suffer
FCE
Jew.
for
Sorry.
5 subs. Demon Psychiatrist, suffer Jew. Suffer bitch.
Suffer
Oh
Jew.
man, this
Suffer.
Suffer!
That clip of Ralph doing
What it really
PPP's
comes
Ralph.
down to is that the judge was anti-Semitic. Let's
Good.
face it.
I mean,
The fix was in from the very beginning. The judge hates the Jews, hates Israel. There's some sort of leftist swine because on the merits of it, of course, Ethan Klein's argument was completely correct. What are you saying? Some Jew would
Goodbye,
kvetch
Jew.
about nothing? They just complain about something that wasn't even really a problem. What? It's like a vexatious litigant? No, of course not. Drunk for a pack it up says, forgot we get GST today. So take some of my Canadian government money. Buddy, you got your grocery rebate today, buddy?
what?
You got your grocery rebate? Did you check Candy to see if you got...
Oh,
So they're actually- The in-store prices are so high for groceries in Canada that they're sending every Canadian today
Let me check.
$700 for their grocery bill.
Really?
Yeah, but only if you make like no money.
Oh.
So
Oh,
yeah,
no.
so we're not.
I don't
we're
have
not.
that. Don't have that.
I
That's fucking
know.
bullshit. Give me the
You look
700
last-
Canadian government. What the fuck?
What the
fu-
fuck?
No, I pay taxes, bitch. I pay more than these fucking welfare
if you
pieces of
actually-
shit.
No, that's the thing is if you actually do pay taxes, you didn't get the grocery store money, the grocery emergency fund. But what's funny is it's not even a new program. It's not even new Gibbs. It's just the HST rebate, but they renamed the HST rebate the emergency grocery fund. So everybody thinks that they're getting $700 for groceries, but they would have got it anyway because it's a rebate of the sales tax that's like 13%
When your
or partial
country,
rebate.
when your country requires an emergency grocery fund, things need to. You know what I mean?
No, buddy.
Oh, grocery fund.
Carney's doing a great job, buddy. We love Carney.
I do like Carney though.
He's the best.
He's better than what's his name? What's the last guy?
Trudeau.
He's better than
Yeah,
Trudeau.
he's better than Trudeau.
Well, I only
buddy.
like him for
I
one
said
reason. He was like
he's
internet
Carney.
censorship. I went good.
He's the Carney and we're all the Marks, buddy.
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
as long as Mark Carney lets us do this show,
I will vote for him.
I don't care.
I don't care.
But the moment that Mark Carney interferes with the production of this show,
No.
that's when I'll have a problem, buddy. And we're going to have to stand up to Mark
Because
Carney.
they were trying to put that law like where it's internet censorship, and he's like, no. And I'm like, I'm actually happy
Johnny
you won.
Average goes, Kamala is way better than Biden. Listen, bro, we're coping big time. The thing
Listen,
is,
we don't have
if
anything
you
here.
actually criticize him, you go to jail. So like, it's over.
But
You
here's
know,
the thing
there's
is, we
there's
have
a new
nothing.
law where you can. We have literally nothing, bro.
Like,
we're getting a grocery store program, buddy.
Not even us. We're not even allowed. We're not
we
even
don't
like
even we don't even get the grocery store check because we're paying taxes. So I don't know. Somebody says they only got $175.
Well, go buy your
What a
your
fucking
2
well-
steaks.
Yeah, buddy, you can get 2 decent steaks for that.
You can
You
get,
can get
3
6 or
fast
7
food
bags of potato chips. Got 2 or 3 orders from Mickey D's. Yeah,
Yeah, 2 milk jugs.
big league, big league.
All
You got
right.
musical frogs, suffer taxpayers, cheats get your money for free, bish.
buddy. Canada's
Okay.
felted. What else is
Moving
this?
on from
yeah, that guy.
clavicular. Yeah, that's him in his wheelchair.
Okay, yeah,
We
guys,
have-
get ready.
Oh,
What's this-
only use me Blade body cam footage has surfaced of Blade down on his knees, balding, drunk out of his mind, getting felted and pressed by the cops. He looks disgusting.
I know. Dude.
He
He's so
is
sad.
disgusting.
Look at him,
Like he
man.
is like the human personification of trash. Just garbage, refuse.
He looks like the old man from Milk and
dumb.
Cereal. You ever watch that movie?
Oh God.
The guy
He's
from
toeless.
who made Obsession? That guy, he's a villain.
Let's just sit down, Brian, all right?
No, I'll go home, dude.
Where's home?
Go home.
It's right there.
Well, why are you not in the apartment? You're just laying here on the floor.
'Cause I hate when cops like pretend they're not drunk. Like, why are you acting like this? They're drunk. They're drunk. Cops are sometimes, dude.
No, they're just having fun with
Yeah,
this bozo. Like,
I know.
this is the thing. If you were a cop, you would do the exact same. Honestly, though, if we were cops, and this is why, like, the body cams, the cops should just be able to beat the out of him, like right then and there. Just riot and just teach him a lesson, and then maybe he wouldn't do this again if he woke up and he was just buck broken by batons. I don't know.
Oh.
Sorry, dude. Check it out.
What are you trying to do?
Sorry to get home.
Where's home? Where is it?
Where's home? Home.
Oh,
Home. Home.
it's right in front of his eyes. And he can't.
But at Sunset 90 for 10,000 kicks. Big drop. Imagine the smell floating around.
Well, these cops didn't have to. They experienced it firsthand.
Buddy, you know his bed sheets smell brutal.
Oh, and Billiam for 2,000 kicks.
Imagine you had to smell his bed sheets.
No.
Where's right there? Where are you pointing somewhere specifically, or?
What a piece of shit.
But Chicken Andy puked on his
ass
what?
crack hanging out. What?
Chicken Andy puked into Blade's leg holes?
Oh, no.
We will not be playing that. We will not be playing that.
I don't even think we legally can.
No, that's sickening.
Can you try to get out by yourself?
Send the clip.
I just want to see where you're at. Can you?
They did take
scan?
shots from his leg hole one time. Look at how bald he is.
Yeah.
Down goes Blade! Down goes Blade! It's over! It's over!
The cop went, can we just see where, will you try to stand up so we see where you're at? And this is what happened.
He's done. Bro, look at the crown of his head.
These cops are pieces of shit, bro.
God, this is police brutality.
I just want to see where you're at. Can you?
I just want to see where you're at.
Can you stand?
Can you?
Could you try to stand? It's like a cartoon. It's like a cartoon. It's like a cartoon.
The thing is, right, it's like the cops are cruel, right? But this is no doubt like the 20th time they've had to deal with him already.
Yeah, they know his name.
Right?
I'm surprised they don't know where he lives. They should know.
So they're just done with this shit. She's just taking a picture of him. Texting their friend. This guy's a loser.
We don't want you to get hurt.
You're not up.
Let's take a seat. We're trying to figure out what's going
Are
on.
you not to a call right now? Okay. We're just trying to determine if we got ITA criteria for him right now because he's barely able to stand himself up and was just laying in the hallway. And it seems like he got his toes amputated.
This bitch, Daisy. Ew, seems like he got his toes amputated or something. Really in decline.
Yo, this is actually mean, dude.
This is bad.
This is
dude.
so mean.
What a bitch. What a bitch.
He's obviously very intoxicated.
We're right in this list. We have fire coming. They're gonna check you out.
Yeah.
We found you here on the ground.
Do you need to bring the fire department? Can we just bring an
This is
ambulance? Like the fire department.
I think they should just leave him right there in the hallway
Yeah.
where he belongs.
Like, come on.
I get you. Try to get home.
You gotta be medically clear.
I know.
You may have hit your head. We don't know what's going on.
I know. They're like, can't we just put him
And he's just
down?
out
They're
in
like,
the
I
hallway.
know.
What
He's
did I just
clearly
say?
intoxicated and has a thing on his foot, so I'm just thinking, like, can he even
Okay.
take care of himself
You know
right
how
now
we
with
got
that?
you?
And it kind of smells like
On the
there's
ground?
maybe either he's super dirty or there might be
It
some
kind of smells, dude.
That's actually vile. That is
So over, dude. It's
Oh
rotten.
man, that's gross.
Oh god,
God damn.
It's one of those smells.
dude. If this happened to you,
fuck.
like, it's like go to the euthanasia booth.
Yeah,
like,
I would do MAID. I would do MAID.
This is why we have MAID in Canada. Now it's making sense.
Yeah.
Like set up Rizzo with the Canadian healthcare buddy. It's done.
Oh,
This is so humiliating.
okay, we got a part 2 here. Here we go.
Oh.
So things aren't
right.
going well.
What do you do? What do you want to do?
Look at him.
I saw your camera. Were you live streaming?
What do you think?
You just want to go to sleep?
Why even bother asking for
Fire's
anything?
right.
It's just a humiliation ritual, isn't it?
So just stay there, answer their questions. Okay, they're gonna check us out. Okay?
Just stay there. I don't think he's going anywhere, cop.
No.
Have you dealt with them before?
Can you imagine he did get up and just start attacking like a rabid animal, like a crocodile or something? He's like trying to bite them. Crikey!
Look at this. Look at this.
Have you dealt with them before? No. Okay. Brian Rizzo, he's very intoxicated, and I don't know if something's wrong with his foot because something smells. I don't know if it's his foot or him.
Oh my God! Just warning them that he just smells like the grave, dude. They're like,
Oh my
damn
God.
it, what did we walk into? You know, these people, like, they signed up for this thinking they're gonna like save grandma and like people that were in actual need. But all that they end up doing most nights is carting around drunk bozos like Brian Rizzo. It's like, fuck. And you know that there's somebody out there that probably does actually need the paramedic service or whatever.
Yeah, I
That the
know.
resources are being taken
There's someone
away.
dying right now.
You know,
Like-
that this drunken piece of shit is like on the floor pissing himself and his fucking rotting foot. Like, holy.
You want to take from me?
Brian,
Okay.
have a sheet.
Oh.
You roll that way.
You want to help?
Roll to your left.
It's like he's dead. Like they're getting a body bag for him.
Get him a body bag. Well, I think how we all know how this ends.
We'll send him.
He's like a dead animal.
6 cops.
All right.
We need 6
Like,
cops.
what a waste of everybody's
And this
fucking
guy, look
time.
at this cop. He has to go inside, and he's like, look at his
If
face.
only you knew how bad things really were. It stinks.
Oh, I see
dude.
where Chris Worski started working, huh?
It is him, though. Isn't
It actually is.
God, don't make me go into this elevator.
I think one of us should go.
Just
He's looking for any
He's like
excuse.
anyone
He's like,
else?
is there any way out? Is there any way? There's not, bro. You're getting in that elevator. Self a bitch. Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Bro, you shouldn't have got in the elevator. You should have just said, F you. You know?
That's
But
it for that.
All right.
There we go. Our little
That's
Blade
the
update.
Blade situation. All right. I don't know what this Rekieta situation, honestly. Here's what happened, guys. It was delayed until August. So there's still no resolution. Apparently, Nick Rekieta took the stand today and monologued about Aaron M. Holte's for over an hour about how small it was. And then the judge said to him, you need to cut the... Now, if somebody started monologuing to me about another guy's, I would just rule in favor of the other guy immediately. But I guess the judge is like, whatever. So
There you
it
go.
continues. Melton didn't show up today because of back pain. I don't know if that means that there's a judgment against him. Probably not. The gag order is still in place against Rekieta, but it doesn't mean anything because Rekieta just goes on shows immediately afterwards and starts talking Aaron anyway. So it doesn't really matter at all. But there was a lot of drama today in the courtroom. Mama Kay had her cell phone taken away because she tried to turn it off, and Siri started speaking, and the bailiff
I help you?
confiscated her phone. Rekieta apparently was looking like as usual. He apparently had his head down, and he was drawing doodles of himself on a notepad for a half hour and signing his name next to it. These were some of the big developments out of the courtroom
God, it
showdown.
sucks, Ash. It
Yeah,
sucks.
Like I put
Rekieta.
it all together today. I'm like following it with bated breath, clipping all the Kiwi Farm stuff, and
When
putting
you
it
texted
in,
me, you're like,
and then
Andy,
it's
this
like,
is
bro,
like falling
it's
flat.
it's over. Like it got delayed again. So it is what it is. All right, let's get into the quartering
Yes,
segment.
finally.
Woo!
Are we
We're
on
in
New
the-
Jer Meltdown?
Yes, and we're in the miscellaneous folder. We've got a lot of miscellaneous Kino. We're going to start off here in 0.0. So Quartering's been caught doing YouTube advertisements once again. Now, this is from like Quartering's leftist A-log subreddit, like our Quartering is and they say, how is this stupid, bigoted ad on YouTube? I don't know. But Quartering is advertising on YouTube movie theater black fatigue backfire. So people are getting this as an advertisement, which is jokes. If we go to the next slide, this is how desperate he is. So we can see here the viewership is completely inorganic, where he pays for advertisements, boosts it up. The viewership completely dies. He pays for advertisements. You see this here.
Okay.
Quartering definitely lost money on this for sure.
He's spending probably, in my estimation, probably $300 on ads.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the numbers here, yeah, from the 81K to 121K. I mean, maybe I'm wrong fully, but he's not making money. Not making money. No.
So you can see here the graph that shows the
There it
viewership
is.
on this
Yeah.
video.
Oh my God.
You can see how felted it is, bro. It goes from 3 views and like 4 or 5 views
Oh my
to
God.
like 3,000.
Oh.
It's so obviously inorganic. Imagine getting 3 views on the video in a day.
Oh my! I don't think that's even possible for.
No, nobody's ever seen anything like this. Here's another advertisement that Kiwi Farms user Cheesy Poof got on a Nicholas D'Oreo live stream. So Quartering is now advertising on his A-log streams. This one's called Walmart Actually Did It. So he's really blitzing out these advertisements, trying to save his dying channel. I think it's only going to make it worse, dude.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. You're right. And also, like, dude, it's like the decline's beautiful. And by the way, he's losing his mind too.
So about this advertiser identity verified by Google. It's paid for by Marketing Sheriff, which is Quartering's advertising firm, his marketing agency, the Marketing Sheriff. And now Quartering, for all of the begging he's done over the last month or 2 months, ever since his channel was under attack by destroying our channel by crying to his YouTube representative, Quartering has only gained 7 new members in the last month. An average of 1 new member every 3 days. And one of them is the A-log streamer Don Flurgandy that's investigating his scam. So in truth, he's only gained 6 members in the last month. And he's been begging multiple times every single day. Now, what's crazy is that Quartering has made this information publicly available on his website. And it shows these people's real names and email addresses in the activity feed.
So when you sign up, it actually shows you your email and your name.
Yes.
Your real legal name.
Like you see there, one guy at hotmail.com. I don't really want to read out his email address, but
it's public.
But like this is like Quartering's doing this to his own fans. Like, I don't know what he's thinking by doing this.
Oh my God.
It's so embarrassing, Jeremy. Buddy.
He's such a bro. Wow, we got 2 locals members today so far, by the way.
Germinal Decline has now added a new feature where if you see this purple line, that's the average length of video that Quartering's doing. And the blue line is the number of views. So you see the views are completely tanking. But what Quartering is doing now to try and compensate for the collapsing viewership is by massively increasing the length of these videos. They were averaging about 12 minutes of video last month, and now he's up to 17 minutes per video.
Okay, let me just check out while we're doing this his actual channel.
That'll work, Jer. That'll work, buddy.
Whoa. His videos are now 18 minutes long. How could you watch an 18-minute Quartering video 20
Yeah.
minute 18,
This
17,
is the
16,
thing,
17,
is
19.
it's not going to help because people aren't going to watch the full video.
It makes it worse, actually. That's why the views are heading
Yes.
down because
It's just
more
gonna
people are
keep
leaving on the
spiraling.
percentage, you know?
It's just continuing to go down and down and down. It's a germinal decline. It's over, bro.
Oh,
So now this user, I'm just saying, saw on the last Keno Casino that Jer's been uploading duplicate shorts. The Jerilizer now detects duplicate videos, 97 clusters with 10 duplicates
10?
on the same channel. So if we go to the next slide, we
Bro.
can see all of these duplicate shorts are in complete violation of the YouTube terms of service
wait.
on recycled content.
Ash, he changed the name also of them.
Mhm.
That's completely against TOS, bro.
You can't do that.
Wait.
He's scamming YouTube.
Wait, these ones are the
Scamming
same?
the AdSense. Yes. The exact same shorts.
Bro.
Uploaded 10 different times.
He's going to lose his monetization.
Mm-hmm.
You,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to cry about
You
it.
can't do that, Jer.
Aren't we all for TOS
Gee, it's-
here? Aren't we all
Gee,
for
it's a real shame that pieces of shit like Jer started snitching and being bitches and flagging and weaponizing the YouTube report system to silence people making fun of them. Gee, that's a real shame there, Jer.
I'm
And
gonna
the thing
save
is,
that.
I don't even know if he's intentionally doing this or if he's just so lazy and that he doesn't even know he's re-uploading the same ones again. I don't even know.
Honestly,
But
dude,
either way, it's a really bad idea, Jer, and you should probably make your compliant. Although what you were doing with the shorts to begin with was also arguably a violation of policy. But this 100% is, dude. You can't do this, Jeremy. But the
Hmm.
thing is, he got away with cutting these corners and being lazy for so long because no one paid attention to him because he was so boring. And honestly, he would have been totally fine had he not flagged down our channel and other people's channels and ruined the entire YouTube ecosystem, set it back 5 years. Good job, Jer, you piece of shit.
No, but dude,
Nobody
you can't.
feels bad for you,
No,
Jer.
dude.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, bud.
This is the same idea where people would like. I remember the people who were caught plagiarizing and they were being felted and shit and lost their. It's like the same level of plagiarizing, right? What he's doing right
Yeah.
here, and I wouldn't care. I'm
Plagiarizing
not
himself.
a snitch. I'm not a TOS police, but when people love the TOS that much, it's like get felted,
Yeah.
buddy. Fuck
dude.
you, bro.
By the way, so Quartering
He did
is
not
now
post this. No, he
is
didn't.
He's AIing himself to look like this.
Wait,
These are his thumbnails now.
No, it's
He
not.
AIs. No, he does, bro. He's AIing himself to look like that.
Oh my
He does not look like that. In
Oh my
any
god, I
way,
see it. I
bro.
thought you were kidding. Guys, hang on. I'm gonna actually take the screenshot here of the thumbnail because I thought you were fucking around, to be honest. Yeah, chat, look. It's in this video. You won't see it. But look,
No, it is.
you see it on my
It's real.
on my camera
It's real.
one, right?
Yeah, I see it. I
I
see
thought
it.
you were kidding.
Dude, no, he really is doing this shit now. That's not you. That's not you. And anyone who clicks on it is going to see immediately that that's not you.
You know who he looks like a little bit here? It's like Quartering had a baby with Ethan Van Sciver.
A little bit. A little bit. Okay. So Melanie Mack, for God knows what reason, her husband is facing allegations of being a homosexual. He certainly looks and acts like a homosexual. But Melanie posts just because a guy struggles with same desire doesn't mean God made him gay. Oh no!
I
Mel,
wonder-
it's a
yeah,
big
God-
co-
I wonder
Homo
why, Ash.
alert! Homo alert! Oh,
Ash says for who
no.
knows what reason. Yeah, nobody knows why.
Nobody would know why. Here's Quartering from back in 2019 saying he's pro-choice, pro-gay rights.
Let's
He
go.
backs social programs,
Let's
aka
go.
welfare. He fosters pets and voted for Obama twice. Voted for Obama
This is a
twice,
flex.
buddy?
This is a flex.
Whoa, bro.
What a brave stance you took. What a brave stance. Your torch
He's
lights
a
the rain.
liberal. He's woke. He's
Dude.
gay. What a disaster. So here's Quartering saying that he's always accepted furred individuals in his viewership. Quartering loves furries, but who refers to them as furred individuals? It's like referring to as a map or something. You know what I mean? Like, the
Furred individuals, very, very twisted and gay.
Here's somebody saying to Quartering, you can't have kids, that's why you have dogs. And then Quartering goes, imagine being this, using my wife's physical ailments of not being able to bear children as some sort of Twitter own. We will likely adopt. But speaking of abortion, perhaps your mom should have considered. It's like, Jared, why are you revealing that your wife can't have kids on the internet to win fights with strangers? Like, by the way, you haven't adopted.
Yeah.
You're not ever going to adopt because you're a selfish piece of shit. And by the way, I don't think it's her fault because I remember Quartering getting caught Googling fertility.
His
fertility
sperm count or
his count or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it's more so that Jer has dead swimmers and is throwing his wife under the bus.
Mhm.
But you know what? It's not any of the business of the internet as to what's going on with your wife and if she can have kids or not. And the fact that you need to go, you're so insecure that you're going out on Twitter and throwing your wife under the bus like this. What the is wrong with you? Seriously, bro.
This is actually pretty twisted.
Of course it is.
How about just let this guy make fun of you and block him or ignore him or mute him or whatever the fuck. And just
we
move on.
have the cherry on top of the sundae, Andy.
Oh no, what?
Look at this photograph.
Look at this
Birds of a
photograph.
feather. Every time I see it makes me laugh. Birds of a feather flock together to in a tree. But notice who's in the background. Is that a third flagger I see?
Wait. Who?
Is that Ethan Van Sciver?
No.
Is that the throat goat himself?
No way.
Ethan Van Sciver? It's Mount Flagmore, buddy.
Whoa.
No way.
Oh my God, Ash.
buddy.
How small is Ethan Van Sciver? Because I thought he was sitting. They are standing. And look at the door.
Look at him.
Bro.
He's just a wee little guy. Now, I'm not sure 100% if that's him, but it looks a lot like him.
Okay.
I'm
What
pretty
is-
sure that's
I don't
him.
know. That
It
actually,
may not be, but
But you see how small this guy
what a
is?
cursed photograph,
Because
bro.
the door is so fucking okay.
All right, so now we're gonna go back up in our miscellaneous folder,
Oh,
and
it's
we're
actually-
gonna have a
sorry.
look
Yeah,
at.
I see that.
Yep, we're
Oh
gonna have a
my
look at
God.
the Brad Cool saga.
I've been sweeping for Brad Cool, trying to help him out. It's not going
Poor
well, though.
Brad Cool was snaked by the Quartering and the mods. He says, I have a lot of notifications to look at this morning, but first I regret to inform you that a mod or somebody just banned me on Jeremy's stream before the show even started. No doubt this has to do with my article.
Oh,
Now, Brad Cool Unlimited is actually a Quartering fan, like his strongest soldier, his biggest fan, financially supported him for years, bought the coffee merchandise, defended him on Twitter. He's writing articles about how they can better the community to have fun and beat the trolls. And Quartering banned him. What a piece of shit. Because Quartering's reading Kiwi
that's
Farms,
fucking brutal, dude.
where trolls on Kiwi Farms are saying that Brad Cool is a troll. Brad Cool is not a troll, and Quartering is an evil, vile piece of shit for banning Brad Cool. It's wrong. Brad Cool is just having fun. Like, he's obviously a little special needs. He's a little bit, But these are your fans, quartering. These are your fans, Jer. Like, figure it out, dude.
You call them core, like quarter,
Core.
like Jer, core.
Or he's core. Figure it out, core.
You little core.
So
Oh.
there it was. He was banned. It's tough. He says that,
No, and blocked
by the quartering on
this,
Twitter.
This is great.
Why are you doing this to me, Jeremy? Maybe it's an accident. Maybe he thought it was an imposter Brad Cool account. Maybe this is all a misunderstanding. But I think it's just that quartering is a vile piece of shit. And then this guy's saying to Brad Cool, if you want to send him a letter, I can help you get his address so he can clear this up. But he says, thanks, but no need. I'm less than a couple hours from his house, so I'll probably just drive there instead.
Okay, Brad Cool, calm down.
Brad Cool, listen, Brad Cool means him. Brad Cool means him no harm. Free Brad Cool, bro. It doesn't have to come to this, Brad Cool.
Hang on, no. We can't.
We disavow Brad Cool. Whoa,
okay, there was a funny comment on
Brad
this.
Cool has nothing left to lose, man. Brad Cool has become Brad Cruel. Orsky, this is punish Brad.
Someone goes, "Are you gonna drive there in your red F150?"
So, all but confirmed by the main mod that Brad Cool was personally banned by Jeremy himself. The quartering mod says, I think he was nuked by the boss this morning. The boss. Imagine calling quartering
the boss.
Like
Tony Soprano, you know?
Boss. You gotta take care of him. You gotta whack him, boss.
Oh, me.
And then this person, Justice Seeker, says, can you please bring Brad back? He's not a troll. A lot of us really like him. I usually just watch without an account and signed up just to help him. And the quartering mod says, not my call. I didn't mute him.
Bro.
It was Jeremy himself.
Brad Cool is real, by the way. Okay? When I made fun of quartering on Twitter, he replied to me. He wrote, hey, knock it off, Andy. So it's like, would a non-quartering font tell me to knock it off?
Now, Justice Seeker took this right to quartering's desk for $2. Said, hey, good show today. Whoa, dented. I usually just watch without an account, but signed up specifically to let you know Brad Cool got mistakenly banned. Guy bought coffee brand coffee merch, shirts. He's a nice dude. Please correct. I love you, Jay.
Please correct.
Please correct. Justice for Brad Cool. He needs to be unbanned. He says, that's interesting. I bought my coffee brand coffee merch way before this drama began. So maybe he took everything down in response to that for some reason. Well, in any case, here's where my stuff shipped from in case anyone wants to see if they can buy from his store locally.
Okay, Brad Cool.
What a helpful and nice guy that Brad Cool is, even after quartering mistreated him in this way, trying to drive sales to quartering small business in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yo, this is actually incredible, dude. This is incredible.
Now, notice how Brad Cool is getting banned, but this dude isn't. Now, this guy is completely unhinged and saying, I would quite literally burn that bitch down and take the property back, saying, why is that Mormon F slur still breathing? He hasn't crossed any lines. He needs to shoot the lying F slurs in the head. So that sort of unhinged behavior is allowed in the quartering chat, like death threats, calls to violence, hatred. But Brad Cool just loving quartering in the community isn't?
You know, it's weird. It's very weird. As Jer would say, weird.
And there you guys can see this It's Only Dire fellow just melting down, losing his mind. These are the sort of people that quartering wants in his community, people that are violent, that threaten others, that want to hurt other people, and he doesn't want good,
this is
positive people like
vile.
Brad. Isn't this vile stuff? This is what Quartering endorses. This is who he wants in his chat, versus somebody like Brad Cool, who never hurt anybody, who was just chill and positive. He was there for the meaningful content that Quartering provides. And then Quartering bans him just because he's a little embarrassing. Shame on Jared.
Honestly, I
Shame
would
on
say
Jared.
he's the most he's like the most presentable of all the mods.
Mhm.
He has a website. He updates people frequently. He's never been rude, and he's banned.
He's turning Brad Cool into Brad Cruel. Now,
Yikes!
the Rumble comments are getting intense.
Not good.
Dude. So we see here this fellow, the Jared Dent, says, I refuse to believe that people have no better purpose in life than to downvote comments on a Rumble video. But here I am. 8 dislikes, 0 upvotes. Then we have Mel's gay husband.
That's
who
funny.
says, Happy Pride Month, Jer. You're the biggest homo I know. And I know lots of homos. Remember, it's your turn to bring the lube to our next big gay orgy. And that got 128 upvotes.
From Mel's gay husband.
Wow.
Wow.
Thanks, Mel's gay husband.
Thanks,
Johnny
Johnny
07s.
Dunkers.
And then this guy saying Jeremy is a fake conservative. Conservatives believe in the First Amendment for all, not just themselves. Say something negative about him and he'll do everything he can to silence you like the bitch he is. Granted, he is a cuck. Don't believe me? Check his X comments and see if you're allowed to comment, baby back bitch. And then Mel's gay husband comes in and says Jeremy is also a alcoholic cuckold that poops his pants and celebrated Pride Month with Mel's gay husband, Johnny.
Okay. That's insane.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh my god. Oh my.
And this guy, grow up and get a life. Who the are you, LOL? Someone with low emotional control. Is the internet your life? Is that why you're so upset? Are you a loser or are you more concerned with another man? And
Nice meltdown. 128 likes.
Now there's Salty Maga Minx, which is one of Jer's strongest soldiers. This fellow is Salty Maga Minx. So,
Yo, you can't even spell. You can't even spell.
oh,
When you're using that you misspelled the word argument, you know you've lost. It's like,
over.
who cares?
It's over, Jer Bros. Love the intro song, Shitting My Pants to this banger.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a 10-minute loop of it for the floor exercises. Even the most awkward guys will get going in the warm-up with it. And then Rape Salty Maga Mink says, don't exercise on the floor. I there. And an actual Jared got rattled and said, you drink there too, Trantifa F swear. So it's a real war in the comments. Count how many times Jer says, you know, it's a good percentage of his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jer, if you're so concerned about sugar and diabetes, why are you so You'd think a multi-gazillionaire could afford a personal trainer and private chef and not be a repulsive cheeseburger walrus that poops his pants in Walmart.
Was that
Maybe
you?
lose a few hundred pounds and take a shower before you make videos about what other people are eating, you pants cuckold.
137 likes. Did it blow
Definitely
over,
not
Jared?
me. You know, it's been over a month since it was supposed to blow over. It was supposed to blow over May 4th. It is now June 5th.
Yeah.
And we got Jeremy's biggest fan says, another fantastic show, Jeremy. I can't stand card scalpers. Huge fan of yours since the Unsleeve Media days. Absolutely love your card opening streams, man. I'm so glad you called attention to the issue of losers trying to profit off a game meant for the real fans. Oh, man. That story that Quartering did, the lack of self-awareness was insane. It really was.
Buddy, this is actually...
Why was the show so early?
Oh my
Where
God.
was Melanie Mack? The schedule is so confusing. Guess I'll try again at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
It was never out at one.
By the way, the name Blueberry Death Flavoring. And then Mel's gay husband and Melanie had to take me to AIDS treatment since I got paused from all the gays I have.
Okay, dude, chill. These are funny as bro.
This is ridiculous because Jeremy is trying to have a show earlier in the day. In the meantime, like this person actually unironically replying and trying to
To
explain.
Mel's gay husband.
Yeah. He's trying to do an afternoon show as well. Melanie will be on certain days and times. Maybe he put it in his Discord. So even this dent doesn't understand the schedule. And Blueberry Death Flavoring comes back and goes, but it has the times right at the top of the web page, Monday and Thursday at 2 Eastern, Friday at 1 Eastern. Surely those can't be wrong or Jeremy would change them.
Mm-hmm.
What a struggle.
What
a struggle session, buddy.
Honestly, dude, these are rude.
You know, somebody's saying to zoom in because they and then we can.
Oh, which one? Okay, I'll zoom in on these ones. Yeah, sure, if you want.
Yeah, let me see here. Throw that racist piece of shit Carmelo in prison for life. He's a murdering savage. Got completely downvoted, and it says Austin Metcalf died of a fentanyl overdose. Okay. Another. Whoa!
Look at this one.
A feast for the trolls. Quarter ends in the comments. Feed me your tears. I yearn to. And then
Okay,
homo
that's
fascist buckbreaker says, yeah, bro, if butter is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Quarter. Okay,
And
guys.
this homo
Yo.
fascist buckbreaker goes, he will most likely get devil face emoji.
I'm gonna be real, Ash. I thought eventually it would it's gonna slow down.
No, it's actually
it's more
intensified.
vile.
The
What
Rumble
the
comment
fuck?
section is the most nuclear
God.
war zone you'll ever walk into, bro.
Jesus, man.
Look at this guy. He's just seething, bro. The fact that this feed has 379 likes and 413 dislikes is crazy. I know. The trolls have to step it up and ratio them harder. Because I can't believe 413 people came here to negatively comment. Gotta be bots. And then another quartering dent goes, low IQ pavement apes. They're
Bro.
getting rattled.
The
bro.
moment someone's like bots, it's like
They lost.
you lost. Yeah.
They lost.
Them downvoting our comments is hilarious. Is it funny or are you seething?
He's
Like, are
seething,
you
bro.
actually finding
And
it
then
hilarious?
You can't see any of their comments because they're all downvoted. You have to hit show comment. They're just crashing out, just spiraling about it. And then the haters are racist, and of course, homo fascist buckbreaker says,
Based.
"Damn right."
Let's go,
course the
Felton,
haters-
etc.
Oh.
Let's go. Like, oh man.
Short but sweet. Thank Jeremy. F the hater. Drink their tears.
That has to be
You
a
couldn't
troll.
even spell Jeremy's name right.
This has to be a relax on my groin.
That's definitely a true and honest fan.
Okay.
Look at this guy. Look at this Jared Dad. Just listening. You know it's a good comment if the Trantifa from Buff Blue Sky and Reddit are downvoting and that. When are you guys gonna understand that this has nothing to do with leftists or liberals? Like, congrats, you loser. You've all found a new way to be more successful losers. Well, if you're successful, you're not a loser. Keep stuffing Twinkies up your ass. And homo fascist butt fucker goes, keep crying, bish.
This is actually this is actually crazy how the comments are like still like this
man.
bad. Okay,
Bro, I had
look
to
at
cut
this
some
one.
of them out.
Look at this guy.
Thank you for pushing the quartering up the front page. Now sign in under 50 different names to downvote me. All interactions are counted. Why they're up or down, you low-life scumbags are.
Nice meltdown.
Nice
faggot.
meltdown, Faji.
Are you like this is a fucking war zone.
Oh,
This is literally a war zone, buddy.
Oh my
like, god
God.
damn.
This guy goes, you need to go and flirt with people somewhere else. The comment section isn't Grindr. I don't think Jeremy would like you doing that very much. This guy goes, how about I f you up, bitch? What's your phone number? I'll call you. We can sort this out.
I think this is troll versus troll now.
It's
the
troll on
trolls-
troll
the
violence.
trolls
It's
are battling
pissing
now?
into an ocean of piss. It's so Keto.
The trolls are fighting now.
Well, no, it's a LARPer troll versus an A-log
troll. Yeah,
So it's amazing. This legitimate Jared is like salty. I understand playing COD in your mummy's basement has given you the feeling that you're tough. I grew up in the streets. People like you aren't a problem at all for people like me. You never have been and never will be. We got a badass over here. We got a badass over here on the internet.
Dude, this is fun.
Now this guy goes, Jeremy plays, this is Jeremy's biggest fan. Jeremy plays games in his basement and pees in it. Are you suggesting he stuffs Twinkies up his bum? That is very rude. You must not be a fan at all. I hate these fake MFs. If you knew Jeremy, you would never use a man's basement to try and insult him.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then look at this guy. Butt fuckers unite. How many Twinkies do you shove up your? This is the most vile comment section. He's like, today on fast food review. Imagine you're a new viewer and you're like, oh, fast food reviews or news or whatever.
Let me
That's
check
cool.
out the comments to see what people are saying about fast food news.
Dear God, what's happening?
It's so funny how the last few remaining Ham Planet fans say stuff like downvote if you're or if you're gay, if you downvote this, you're not hurting our feelings. You're not slowing us down. Anyone dumb enough to follow the John Thune of Rumble isn't going to stop this. We are laser focused on taking Jer down, and a ton of downvotes and ratios are way more effective than your imaginary imposition of reality. In fact, your defensive comments are half the reason I do this now. It's comedy gold, and there's 175 thumbs up.
Wow.
And Mel's gay husband says they are mostly repressed homosexuals who need to get in touch with their sexuality so they can be proud and free raging homos like me and Jer. They will never know the joy of a big gay hambly until they open their minds and their pants. And then Mikey Moon here seething, yeah, take him down by continuously commenting and supporting his channel. And Mel's gay husband, have you tried pooping your pants and attending one of Jer's big gay?
Oh my God, this is Keno.
Oh, it just kept going. He's
Triggered.
triggered. I think
Wait.
Jeremy might have pooped your pants. I can understand how that'd make you cranky. Go ahead.
If they are sock puppets and bots, why would you reply to them?
You know,
Like you'd go, oh, it's fake, but you obviously know it's a real guy. Where are the
where
mods
are the
this
mods
afternoon?
this afternoon? Disgusting trolls in the chat talking about Melanie's personal life. They're celebrating Pride Month with gay Jer and Mel's husband, Johnny. Oh my God.
All right.
Just been thumbed down for a factoid statement. Then we got say what you want about the Blue Sky PDF files. They are a committed lot. They love downvoting Jeremy's vids in the comments almost as much as they love molesting kids.
Like, to think that these viewers are from Blue Sky? Like, are you...
Here's-
Isn't Jared using Blue Sky?
That Jer simply made Brad Cool mod, though, this horror would have ceased.
Yeah.
Brad Cool would have cleaned it up and made this a nice, positive community. But Jer chose violence instead.
Right? Exactly. Here we go.
Finally got to tune in to a live stream in real time. Woohoo! Now, if only the sock puppet trolls would take a few seconds out of their breastfeeding, asshole eating, gay porn watching with mummy strange, to get here quicker so you can educate them while making them cry. LOL. And that guy's a real Jared Dent. Like, he signed up for the paywall and everything.
Oh. Oh my God.
Ghetto rat's gonna ghetto rat. Just like slob tranny's gonna breast milk from mommy and watch gay in between celebrating Pride. Like, does this guy actually think this is what's going on?
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
Getting educated by Jer's content while they pretend to be here just for the trolling. So in this guy's mind, all of these gay liberals that are actually there to be educated by Jer. Like, what? This person's sick in the head, bro.
Huh.
We got a fat alcoholic cuckold who puts human feces in his coffee, according to Amazon reviews.
All right. Happy
Pride Month, Jer. All right,
You're
that's
the biggest homo I know. Okay.
So that's
very
the
fun.
update on the comment section. There were hundreds of other comments similar to that, but all right, now we're going to go out. We're going to have a look at Jer's Thursday.
All right.
We're going to start off. This is it's reversed in order. We got to flip it back.
Oh, it's doing one of those drive things.
Yeah, we got to
Let us flipper. There we go.
It's still just go to part 1.
Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah.
And then we'll have to go back. It's ridiculous. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing on this Thursday morning? It's a double show.
We got shiny tinfoil for 10 subs.
Let's go.
Let's continue.
Today, so we have a little shorter morning show, and then we have an afternoon
Thanks,
show.
shiny tinfoil.
At 2 p.m. Eastern with Melanie Mack. Those are always a little bit interesting. They get a little unhinged sometimes. We go off the rails a little bit.
They're boring as they're terrible.
Yeah.
They're actually worse somehow.
Guys, that's just some totally unhinged, crazy content. I read the news poorly, and a girl pretends to enjoy it.
Buddy.
Okay.
The morning show is a little bit more, I don't know, on the rails. A little bit more.
The 49s for 25 subs.
Let's go. Thank you, D49s and shiny tinfoil. Guys, thank you for supporting the stream. You guys keep it alive and thriving.
But they continue to.
You guys keep the lights on. Bro, Jared says that.
On the rails a little bit more, but they continue to, and everyone should just part ways.
Bro, that's brain damage. That's dementia. They continue to. They continue to. Oh man, Viva la Raza for 10 subs.
Let's go. Big support. Thank you. Let's go. Friday night. Let's.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Sorry.
How's everybody doing this morning? Look at this dead air. Just total dead air. Jer!
Okay, no, hang on. No, you can't just. He's waiting like there's a person who will answer.
Like, that's a real Freebird opportunity. Like, look at that.
You know what?
Bro,
let's do it.
He looks like he's just completely shell-shocked. I don't know what he saw in the chat. I think this was the point where somebody came in with an account called LolCow Live, and Quartering was like shook for like a minute or two straight because he was worried that Keemstar was actually observing him and going to report on him as a LolCow. He was shook,
or invite him on the show, right?
We got Unisicleon for 10 subs, Nose Goblin for 5 subs, Ramsos85 for 10 subs. Gator for 5 subs. What are the oranges for? Says this is Jer fully on the rails. Yeah, he's railing Xanax for no. Like, what's going on in his mind there? Like, look at his glassy eyes. Like,
buddy.
He looks
hang on, let me zoom here. Let me zoom. Look at this fuck. Oh my god.
Rika 85 for 5 subs. Roland Aaron McDolan for 10 subs. Big individual with a sub. Jimmy Gianni says, Chair, he wishes he had the hairline of the Warski. He'll never have it, buddy. He's bald.
Sorry, you
Fuck that! We got Jer Zanny Berries for 10 subs. Evil Dead 2, Twin Godskin Peeler. Arnold Feltz for 5 subs. Felted Fruit Newton, Sketch 510 for 5 subs. Random Dude with a packet up. Axe Milk Popsicle X subscribe. Officer Dank Nasty, Random Roach, Iron Belly 76 with a sub as well. Let's go!
Let's go. Big support. Fuck yeah. Let's rip. Let's rip. All right, guys. Thank you so much there.
Somebody in chat called it the Thousand Island Stare. We get it. He drinks Thousand Island dressing by the bottle.
Thousand
buddy.
Island Stare is actually really keynote, dude.
How's everybody doing this morning? Uh-oh.
Cringe.
Thank you guys for the support. We really appreciate it. Small
He just shit
Cost
his
Survivor for 5 subs.
But did he
Yeah.
actually just shit his pants? Like he's just like,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And his expression completely changed. Like, did he just let one loose?
Let's see.
What are you doing this morning?
Let's watch this. There we go. Let's see when he himself. Oh.
There it is.
Well, there it is. He went.
He shot him like he's biting his lip.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He's realized he trusted a loss there.
He has a wet puddle.
Gonna lose Brave Browser here. Something's not working right. Oh, okay. We're okay.
What?
Okay.
We're okay.
What the?
Bro.
That was the first time I've ever really had like a
hold it together, man.
A weird glitch with Brave. Brave has been.
Do we need to know this? Like,
I get glitches all. But who cares?
Been like
the whole show just came to a
the best
crashing
browser
halt
I've ever
because
used.
it froze up for a second.
Okay.
Bro. Jer.
Look what
Please,
Jared's
bro.
looking at. This is what Jared's looking at right now.
Jer's gooning.
Jared's,
You can tell.
Jared's
Jer,
looking at
hands
it.
up! Hands up, Jer!
Hands up!
Oh! That's what it is. He's blaming the browser for him sharding his pants. This amount of dead air is unacceptable, though. Like, you can't.
There's something going on.
What's going on? I mean, there's something going on.
What do you mean? Could you be more?
Glad that Pride Month seems to be dull and outdated. No one cares. Yeah, well, I have mixed feelings about that.
Okay, how do you have mixed feelings about Pride Month going away? Unless you're gay. But what he's going to say is he's a profiteer and he needs to exploit the outrage that people have against Pride Month to make money. It's like, bro, this isn't a good thing to say. Like, it's so slimy. Just mask off. Just total grifter. No principles. Doesn't actually want to win. Actually wants to lose and lose constantly so that he can cry about losing. So people will be angry and click his videos and he makes money. It's pathetic.
Okay, so Pride Month or whatever, like the Pride Parade, all this is dying down. It's like, don't you, like, that's a great start. In fact, I wish it was dying down the way he's saying it's dying down.
No, it's still
because
around.
it's kind of still like, yeah, it's prevalent.
Especially in Canada, it's still around.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not.
fuck, man.
I mean, good for society. Yes.
Yeah, I would rather society
By the way,
thrives and you burn.
and you fail,
Like,
bro.
please.
Like, isn't it your business can only succeed when society is failing? Isn't that?
Yeah. That's crazy.
But that's like similar, like when Les Moonves with Trump goes, it's bad for America, but good for CBS.
Oh,
like that's Jer's mentality. Like, well, let's keep the pride going. Bad for America, but good for quartering's money.
Yeah.
You.
And by the way, Jared, like this like news reporter, politician guy, reading TMZ. Right.
I know, right?
Bad for my wallet.
Good,
Pride
it's
Month.
a double victory.
Yes.
Suffer Jer's wallet.
Wait,
suffer bit.
The gays are suffering and Jer?
Can you bring that back? Like, listen to this sentence. Like,
That's
how
crazy.
twisted this sentence is.
Bad for my wallet. You know, Pride Month used to be a very good time of year financially for me.
Fucking
oh, dude.
And now
he's doubling.
There's nothing to talk about.
Okay, I almost said the N-word. Okay.
Oh,
bro,
man.
There is about 9,000 things you could talk about right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Yeah. Do we need children being groomed by gays at the Pride Parade for this to make...
asking what the f*** going on with his hair in the back. Like, zoom in on that.
I know. I told... dude.
Look at what the f***.
Broom. It's a broom.
No, it is.
It's... Buddy, plaid shirts still in 2026. Move on, bro. Move on. I wore those in college. And that's like 40 years ago for me.
Oh, man.
Dude. Pride Month is dead.
I'll give him, it's better than the brown stained hoodie or whatever. Yeah. Okay, go back. We gotta go back.
Oh, yeah, because it's reversed.
It's all, the order's all up. All right.
Which one is it? Is it this one right here?
Part 2, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Hope that you guys are doing well
today. So Thursday morning would continue.
Okay.
How many times has he asked us how we're doing this morning?
I'm good. Thank you.
Really,
I'm good.
Dude, oh, thank you. By the way, during these morning shows, in the first hour at 9 a.m., he's getting like 500 viewers. And those are 500 Rumble viewers. Nobody is there. Nobody is watching. It's awful. And he gets like, by the end of it, like 2-3 hours in, like 1,400, 1,500 live viewers. Yeah. Remember he was saying last week he's always over 2,000 now? It's a total lie. Yeah. He has nothing. These streams are making no money. They have no viewership. It's a complete and utter waste of time and resources. It really is.
Yeah, it's... I don't know why he's still doing it.
If you have a second...
I think he's doing this to spite us. Yeah.
That's and what pride, it is. Yeah.
You know... Make sure you head on over, and there should be a green follow button down here if you're not following.
Don Flaherty, same amount of viewers as Asmongold, apparently.
Oh, yeah, Don's tweet, yeah.
It's like, there's no fucking way, dude.
Sure, Asmon, like, multi-streams on Kick.
Between 10 different platforms.
But still.
Following the channel. If you're a first-time morning watcher, I'm glad to have you here.
Oh, he's telling
there
is
no first-time morning watcher, but you already have 342,000 followers. So obviously the followers are not the answer. But you see right there, only 1,000 viewers. That's it.
That's our view count when we're not live.
And that's honestly a good number for him in the first hour. Like today, it was abysmal.
Good.
It was like 549 viewers or something like that.
Hope that you're here. And just make sure
Oh, did you hear that? He goes, I hope that you're here. What do you mean? As opposed to what? Them not being there?
How could they be?
How would they know? How would they know?
I hope you're here.
I hope you're here.
Is he actually demented? Like, is he brain damaged? Like, what's wrong with him?
Did he say that? Or am I crazy?
Here. Hope that you're not following the channel. If you're
listening, like, new people can't even chat in his chat anyway, so they can't. Like, what are we talking about?
Your first time morning watcher, I'm glad to have you here. Hope that you're here.
I hope that you're here.
I hope that you're here.
I hope that you're here.
But if they're obviously they are here, if they're watching, if they're a first time viewer, like that's. I didn't even notice that when I was.
That's actually the funniest. Hang on, I need to get some coffee going. Oh my God. That's so true, Ash, though. There is so many times that like I'll edit something and then when we're playing it, you'll call it out. And I'll be like, how did I miss that during the edit, you know?
And
so many failures to Jared. It's like a catastrophe. It's just a comedy of errors.
I hope that you're here.
Just make sure you're following.
On Sunset 90 says, first time morning watcher can't reply if they want it anyway. Gigi Evans says, I'm convinced that Jared's show is his homemade. I agree too. Checks all the boxes, poor lighting, dude can't perform for and the women fake enthusiasm. There's no doubt he's gooning to this stuff after the fact, especially when he talks about his bowel movements to Melanie or Hannah. Absolutely.
You have notifications on because I go live, sometimes without notice.
Are we doing the notification
unless you have the Rumble app,
no,
the
you
notifications
don't go live without notice, dude. You have a schedule. You don't do all these spontaneous streams. Like, you're just completely coping. By the way, look, he got doubled up in downvote. So out of the alleged 1,000 viewers that are there, 221 are haters.
That's crazy, man.
It's over, man. It's
and there's
done.
more haters who are watching Roger or Don Flurgandy or us covering it. It's like they all hate him, dude.
Don't always send, right? So make sure
you
follow.
What's he watching?
And
that's his own stream.
Check that out. Leave a like on the video.
Biden falling?
I don't think it really matters.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you may have a like, but anyway, but it doesn't matter.
No, it does matter that you are coping and seething. You just can't believe what you're seeing.
In terms of rankings or anything like that on Rumble, but no. Anthony, now 18, charged with first degree, of Austin Metcalf.
What?
Oh my God!
What?
Bro, bring it back 10 seconds. Charged with first degree. I mean, first degree of Austin Metcalf. Like, you've been covering this for how long, dude? Every single day. You know the thing, Jack. Like, that's Biden, Max, dude. It's Jared Biden.
Is that what he said?
Of rankings or anything like that on Rumble, but
listen to this.
No. Anthony, now 18, charged with first degree, of Austin Metcalf back in April last year.
He didn't even find the word of that. Like, he just went charged with first degree of Austin Metcalf.
Yeah.
He didn't find the word murder.
First degree of Austin Metcalf.
Oh, how do you fuck it up this bad?
Wait. Or, Ash, was he trying to not say murder because murder, is bad for the YouTube algorithm?
That's pathetic.
First degree finishing.
No. That's even more embarrassing.
That's what it was.
Oh, but he's on Rumble. He's such a
I wouldn't first degree.
But in YouTube, you're allowed to say murder if it's in context for you not threatening somebody.
It's a legal case. Fuck off.
Imagine you couldn't say murder.
It's a first degree on a live in, guys.
Listen, if you're banned for saying murder on YouTube, just go. It's time to do something else. Okay.
In April last year, I wouldn't want to put him in life and put him in life. Give him life for that.
Oh my God. Wait, first of all,
put him in life. Put him in life in prison. Like, Jer.
Wait, you don't want him in life? Why not?
I don't know. I don't know why he's saying that.
Wait,
that
what?
He wouldn't want to give him life in prison, because all the time he says that he should get life. So I'm not sure why he's saying that.
The guy killed another man.
Most of these people want to put him in life and put him in life. Give him life for that.
What? First of all, yikes.
Bring it back again 10 seconds.
Charged with first degree.
So this is to unpack this is you need a video.
How does he think he deserves to be a multi-millionaire when he can't even read? I don't know what to say.
Think or have his opinion. Even if he said that perfectly, it was the opinion is horrible.
Of Austin Metcalf back in April last year. I wouldn't want to put him in life and put him in life.
Put him in life and put him in life.
Give him life for that.
Give him life for that.
Most of these people who are donating the money are.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Most of these people are donating the money.
Yeah. Are
this country?
Oh my God.
Wasn't.
Buddy, by the way, Ash, I forgot to tell you, Ralph did an entire Rumble ad while muted. And the song Kim by Eminem was playing. And he's like,
oh, that's a Kino moment.
And now Rumble won't give him ads on his videos anymore because he scammed them with muted ads.
Did to us. Every piece of American sourced and manufactured is American sourced and manufactured in Nashville,
Did you hear
Tennessee.
that?
Every piece of American sourced and manufactured is American sourced and manufactured in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh my God.
Shout out to them. Thanks for sponsoring the stream.
Orphan Source for
For
5 subs. Jared looks sad.
Thank you, Orphan Source.
Thanks for sponsoring the stream. Now let's get on to some other news topics, huh? The vibes aren't vibing. The vibes aren't vibing.
Jacob Tutu strikes again. It's also nice. He always has to say it twice.
The vibes, they are not a vibing.
Oh, 3 times, actually.
And you all know that.
Do we?
By the way, you can support the channel if you enjoy this morning show by becoming a member. By the way, it's come to my attention that some of the promo codes are no longer working. So I will update.
Total Don Flurgandy victory. This is Jared getting on his knees and bowing down and kissing the ring of the A-Logs, who were right. We were right all along. The perks were a total scam, and Jared's now having to correct it and actually deliver for his fans, which honestly is a good thing. Like, and if you are a quartering fan, if you are like Salty Maga Minx or one of the 5 other people that subscribe to this membership club, you should be thanking us, Don Flurgandy, Kino Grove, all the other A-Logs on Twitter for making this happen, for making Jer actually deliver on his promises. Yeah. Now, mind you, he's not probably going to deliver on any of this. And he's just saying he is, just like how he said he was going to quit drinking, quit Twitter and lose weight, and none of those things have ever materialized, but he's at least acknowledging that he was scamming and saying he's not going to anymore.
That list of promo codes, and we will also start doing one members only video per week once you log in for that too. So that's
okay, Jared.
By the way, the one member video is going to be like the same as all the other videos.
Yes. But at least he's doing something. And
Yeah.
like as long as he's doing something, then it's not a total fucking scam. Do you know?
I mean,
but it's like, Jer, bro, come on.
He has to hang it up, though.
But he had to be shamed into doing this, right? He had to be shamed into it by everybody calling him out for the fraud that he is. And he crashed out about it and acted as though everybody was wrong and he was super smug. But then he gave in anyway. And it's like, you're welcome, Jer, for us pointing this out and making you do better. You're welcome, bud.
Yeah, he should be happy.
You're
right, actually. Like, his fans should be happy.
But will he apologize to Don Flurgandy? Or will he apologize? He should. He should be like, I'm sorry, Don. You were right. You exposed me. And now I'm going to do better. But instead, he'll still pretend like it was all lies. But it was not lies. It was all true, and that's why you're now changing, because it was all true. We got Des Eaton for 5 subs.
Holy shit, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Wow. Des Eaton.
That has been remedied. Also, you can chat directly with me. If you don't like the chat room, you can email directly to me. I respond directly to the emails from members, and it's the price of a cup of coffee per month. So I'm hoping that you will go to thequartering.com/join and sign up today. And
listen, he's not
my God, Jared, please.
Bro, it's so low energy, just no enthusiasm,
Bro,
just nothing.
On local, I'm gonna say the words.
He's out
I'm
of
gonna
breath,
make fun.
too.
Come on, guys, it'll be fun. You better sign up. We're gonna have fun. We make fun of people. We troll people. It's jokes. Ashton on Gumroad's doing Kiwi Casino. Screaming, swearing, watching shows, all the there's everything there. But Jared's like this. Guys, I swear it's very cheap. Sign up. It helps me. It keeps the lights on. It's like charity. It's like actually charity.
Well, he's just rattling the cup.
Please, guys, I'm going to lose everything.
Donate to charity.
I'm going to lose it all.
Please.
I got to pay the employees.
Cup rattler.
You know what I mean?
Strong like bull for 5
subs.
Sunset Nice saying, where is this Gumroad you speak of? Well, the link is like down below.
There. I'm going to add the locals down there. I have to add the locals there. Or you
could just search Kino Casino Gumroad and it'll probably be the first thing that pops up on Google. There's a free trial of it. You can sign up, see if you like the content. There's basically unlimited content on there because there's all the back episodes of Keno Casino, all these show watches we've done, all these movie
Other
reviews that I've
things.
done
Old,
over the
old
years.
classic shit we did too.
You know, we have like the DSP movies up on there and stuff like that. So there's a lot. There's a lot.
And with locals, it's me doing the live stuff. It's a community-based thing. It helps
And I
our
think
editor.
Me and Josh are doing the Has Been Hotel React next
Right.
week.
And yeah, and
maybe
it helps
we'll
pay
talk
for
about
the
the minifig thing. I don't.
Yeah, our editor is paid, and he's been posting the videos on Rumble, and people post that on YouTube. So it all helps us out. Thank you, guys.
Dr. Brill said, "Can we get the locals replays on Gumroad?" So far as I know, they are going. They are
Yeah.
on Gumroad. Yeah, Flake's been uploading them there, so
It's called
they should all be
Kumite
there.
3, the Kumite 3. So yeah, doing one on Sunday around 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, see you all there.
And then we'll get a members only video this weekend, and I'll update those promo codes for
Will
you guys
ya?
too. So I appreciate that.
I doubt
Appreciate
it.
your support. It's
Stop.
very important to the show. The Peabody winning showrunners made their remarks.
Show, what did he say? Show ratings?
Now that the Peabody winning showrunners made their remarks.
Short
Now
runners?
that would be punk rock. But I feel like if I went down to the south side of Milwaukee.
He
By the way, you
can't
can
even
negotiate the price
pronounce
on the
the
car.
city in which this. Okay, look at this. Look at what we're looking at. Look at what we're looking at. What you are looking at is the sum is the culmination of a 30-minute business meeting presentation that the
No
quartering
way.
did on why you should lease a car instead of buying it.
Stop. Wait, what?
He seriously spurged out for 35 minutes straight about why leasing a car is superior to buying a car if you want to get a new car every few years. And it's like,
Well,
I'm not really going to argue with him.
But that's
but-
obvious if you want a new car every few years. Yeah, if you want to hand them the keys and take the new keys, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like,
not
why
to-
do we need a 30-minute business meeting presentation in Microsoft Paint about this?
It's terrible financial advice, though.
It's just-
Like, that's awful. Like, you know what I mean? It's terrible. Like, do it if you want to keep paying every year, monthly, nonstop. Sure.
To do.
yeah.
The
And by the way, don't take your financial advice from Jeremy. Okay? Don't.
car is going to be worth X here, and after you put 36,000 miles on that car, the car will be worth Y. The price of that car will be X minus
my
Y
God.
over the period of the lease.
This is insane.
The game Pokemon is supposed to be for kids, but it is not
Yes,
for kids.
Jer!
It is for
Jer!
middle-aged, overweight, greasy, sweaty men.
Mm-hmm.
Jer, look in the mirror. Jer, look in the mirror. What the is this? Self-awareness alert. Self-awareness alert. Self-awareness alert. Like Jer's self-reporting, and this whole time, like he thinks that he's better than the scalpers, but he's the exact same. thing.
Exactly.
He's a guy who's only in this hobby to make money and extract as much value from it as he possibly can. And he failed. At least the scalpers are actually turning a profit.
Yeah.
Unlike Jer, who opened like $20,000 worth of Pokemon cards, didn't get a single chase card. And gave up on his channel and failed after telling us it was an infinite money glitch and we just didn't understand tax write-offs. You know.
Who hog the cards and ruin the
That's
game
you.
so no one can play it by scalping.
Who gives a Here's my thing. Who cares? Honestly, at this point.
Come on now.
Mhm.
There are Pokemon machines where there are daily fights. Target
Good.
and other
Based
stores are getting
content.
bombarded every day.
Who cares? Like, honestly, who fucking
All of
cares?
this stuff
Fuck.
because grown men are ruining the game.
Here's my take. If you're not there first, then bye.
There's nothing
You know,
wrong with
Right? Like, figure it out. Go there first, then, bitch.
like
Well, they're in
liking a trading card
demand,
game.
just like anything in demand that there's a scarcity of. You know, it's going to be tough to get a hold of it. Like, I just don't know, man. It's crazy to me that Pokemon is still a big deal in 2026. Like, it's been like 30 years since this shit came
It's for
out.
kids. Who cares? Let them fucking suffer.
Game
But
as
I
an
just
adult.
don't know. Like, are kids into it still? I guess they are. I think it is
are.
for middle-aged men.
Yeah.
For the most part now, but like,
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with it. Most people who play trading card games are adults because they're the only ones who can afford it.
yeah, you, Jer.
But Pokemon is out of control. Now Target, it's gotten. By the way, I 100% support this. Target stores are now cutting the
Yeah, I'll play
packaging
Pokemon tournament.
on all their Pokemon product,
The video's muted and Jer doesn't even know.
and their customers are raging.
Jer.
Wait, it's like low as
Buddy.
I can't hear it.
No, you can't.
Get wrecked, lady.
Good one, Jer.
Dude,
Great job, bud. Nailed it, buddy. Like, come on, dude. Bruh.
bro, this is
It's my Pokemon cards. It's my Pokemon cards.
it is pretty funny what they're doing at Target though. They're
This kind
opening
of
the
thing
boxes.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
When I go to Walmart, I don't want to see grown adults fighting over who gets the Pokemon cards first. We'll raid Crowder, and then we'll be
The word raid is like very overused.
Isn't it?
It's not like raid. It's more like let in a couple people. like
back. We'll be back in 3 hours.
It's cracking
with
the
Melanie
door.
Mack.
Fuck you.
So, let people know you're coming
What
in
was
from
that?
the quartering, and
I don't know. He fucked up.
be nice, but let them know where he came from. If people are looking for a show to watch, before Crowder,
It's
I'm a
just
thing.
shameless.
It's an
So it's
option.
not to do a favor to Crowder by sending him your viewers. It's so your viewers go over there and advertise you to Steven Crowder and his audience, which it's all very pathetic anyway, because quarterings, I've been on Crowder's show a couple of times, do you know?
Mhm.
And it's like, buddy, if that wasn't enough to save you, what do you think your people going over there and saying, go watch the quartering show is going to do? Like, and this whole like swinging off the nuts of other people for clout, it's pathetic. You're supposed to be this huge creator with millions of subscribers, this huge audience, but you're having to go beg in Steven Crowder's chat for viewers? That's pathetic, dude.
It is, man. Tell him quartering. He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
No. And it's not going to
So you're
get
going to
any
sell him
viewers.
after
That's the
condemning
worst
selling
part.
them.
He's bringing the Crowder haters, by the way.
No, quartering's getting pressed by his chat where they're like, so you're going to sell Pokemon cards after condemning other people for selling Pokemon cards?
Oh, ooh.
No, I'm condemning scalping. I did not scalp them.
Oh,
I
totally
paid
big
secondary
difference.
market prices to get them.
So you're a
Yo,
mark
no,
that lost money.
It was resealed. It was resealed.
So wait, you enriched scalpers then? So you paid the scalpers, thus ensuring there would be more scalpers, but you're not a part of the problem at all then, Jer, huh?
Yeah,
Right.
it's like ridiculous.
I just don't
See,
want
like,
them
At
anymore.
least the
I don't want-
scalper is going out there and getting the
Buddy, yeah.
you know? Like, you're just a lazy piece of shit. You're the reason the scalpers are able to do what they do because you're willing to pay them massive overinflated prices for these cards because you're a consumer man-child.
Buddy, I'm gonna be real too. I've been to GameStop and these hobby shops before. The new Pokemon set, it's always there.
Yeah,
like-
it might be higher than like the retail price.
Yeah,
it's there.
Yeah, it's there, but it's barely high. It's like normal. I'm like, what?
want to contribute to it.
Maybe some spots are dead. I don't
All right,
know.
so we'll see
But
you later.
do contribute to it by buying it from scalpers, Jared. Anyway, okay. So that was Tuesday morning. Now let's go to
That's
the next one.
This one.
Yeah,
right?
and this is Thursday afternoon.
Okay, here we go.
Now,
Fuck me.
Welcome in. Hey, look at that. It worked. I have to put something back on my
Jared
shelf now
immediately adjusting his camera and like,
Why would you
can't-
say that?
I know.
Did you hear
Why
what he
can't
just
you
said?
just do a proper intro to the show instead of pointing out every single flaw and failure of the show?
Oh, hey,
like, I gotta
guys.
put something back on my shelf. Like, what?
I'm gonna add something up there, Ash.
Bro, look
Thoughts?
at Jared's neck, though. Like, what's going on with his neck?
Ooh.
What's going on with his head? Like, what the is going on with this guy, man? He looks deformed and
Kind of bare, but I'll probably put some coffee up there.
Okay.
Coffee?
Fuck it. If I hear the word coffee one more time, I'm so sick of it.
my
Oh, by the way, he took the
As if
Nintendo
we don't
out.
get enough coffee advertisements
It's
on
been
the
gone
show.
for 10 days.
I know, but
And now he
every
brings it
single
up.
thing, everything he puts back there is going to get made fun of. So he may as well not have anything.
I
don't know
don't
what to
even
say.
know. I don't even know, man. Like, that's
Or
crazy.
something. How's your Thursday going? Are you thirsty?
Good. I have my ice.
The audio
drink
sounds like by the
in
way.
honor of
Oh.
ice.
I went crazy and bought like
Oh, that
100
was
Mios,
cringe.
so it's taking forever to go through them.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm so sick
Jared's
of it.
drinking the
I'm like
Mios.
flavor.
He's drinking what, Mios?
Yeah. Bought
I
100 Mios. They
bought, remember I had like all those Mios? I ended up like,
Yeah.
like being so sick of them in like 2 months and I threw them all out.
Mixing. So
The
I'm like, okay,
Mios
well,
have that strong, like artificial sweetener
Yes.
taste.
yes,
Yeah.
very strong. Like some of them, like
What? What are they talking about?
the hydrate one is better, but like the lemonade just tastes like straight artificial
Yeah.
sweetener.
Are we talking about Mio right now? As it's
Yes. The Mio discourse in 2026. Look at Mel. Even Mel's like, what the am I doing here? This show sucks balls.
Look at this, man.
Her
This is-
eyes are crying, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't think there's anything there, by the way.
No.
I think it's
She's
just
brain dead.
hollow and
And the fruit punch kind of is like that too. And they're all kind of, I don't know, they're very artificially sweetenery. Not a huge fan.
because they are artificial sweeteners.
Imagine paying this woman $500 to talk to her about Mio. I just can't. Oh my God.
I don't even know how to.
Now, of course, we should both be having our Kool-Aid pineapples.
No, I'm tapping.
He's crashing
No,
out
I
about the
can't
Kool-Aid
do-
pine. He's crashing out about the Kool-Aid pineapples. He's like, Melanie, you gotta see the Kool-Aid pineapple.
Oh, I muted the word pineapple on my Twitter feed, by the way.
Our hood. Wait, you
No, just say it, you. Oh my
You
god.
say
like you have
black
a-
people are being stupid. Whoa!
Kool-Aid
Pineapple.
pineapple?
You have not seen this?
I have not.
Oh
And then she's just
no, he's got to
pretending.
explain it again.
But
no,
yeah, he has to
no,
explain
no,
the
no,
whole
no,
thing.
no.
From the top. And he explains it very, very poorly. Very poorly.
Why?
I'm for real. I don't know what the Kool-Aid pineapple. I thought I was
I f-
chronically online, but apparently not.
I feel like you just haven't
What a
opened
cope.
X in the last 24 hours.
Didn't you quit?
Yeah.
Barely.
It is literally everywhere, and I am so sick and tired
What
of
are
it.
the black
Oh my
people
goodness.
So
You know,
for? What are we doing?
They're actually
literally-
selling it. How'd they get the labels and all that? And the
this is a
Kool-Aid.
crime.
how did they get?
So Jared
A
goes, this is a
printer?
crime. But it's like, Jared, you don't label your isn't that a crime?
Yeah.
Isn't that fraud, buddy? To not put the nutritional labels on your product, but he's gonna freak out about this.
Has this bitch never heard of stickers that you could print?
How did
this
they
doesn't
get
seem-
packaging?
It's obviously
Right.
a crime. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not. You know,
Yo!
it's fraud.
Oh, they
Lock him up.
could make a
Kool-Aid
slushy
Lock
version.
Jer
like-
up. So
It's-
Mel's
Yeah, it's-
juiced about it, and she's like, "We should get a slushy version."
No way. She's like down.
Jer-
She's like, I love it.
Yeah, she's like, "I love it. This is great." And Jared just is like really rattled, starts seething. Mel felt him here. Listen to this.
hot out.
That link doesn't work for some reason.
Maybe you need to add add it for coffee brand coffee flavor.
Oh,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Jer. Look
Oh.
at Mel. She's just laughing. She's dancing on his grave. You know, where's Jer? He's like, I can't believe this bitch is doing this to me right now. This fucking bitch. He needs to make the pineapple Kool-Aid coffee brand coffee flavor.
Yeah. Look at Chair.
This insubordination will not be tolerated. Private man, you are a disgrace to my beloved Corps. I'm strongly considering the move to 0900 hours for you. You won't, you little simp bitch. You're right, Private Mac. I'm nothing but a pussy-livered coward, and I'll never make you actually do your job at the correct time. You are correct. Continue to felt me about my coffee brand.
Look, coffee is by itself like a fine product.
No, he's
so
rattled.
I don't. Let me see if I can. Happy Killdozer Day.
Then why
Yeah,
did you
shout
have
out.
to do
No.
blueberry
Here,
fucking
here
coffee, Jer?
we go.
Oh.
The psychotic mind of Jer. Y'all ready
Yeah.
for this?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh my.
So apparently
God.
Melanie's
I remember
never
correctly.
heard of the Killdozer, you know, because she's brain dead.
Mhm.
But here we go. Jer's really sympathizing with the Killdozer guy because he's going through a similar struggle where people are making fun of him on the internet for being when he acts. And it's totally the same as the government over your business or whatever.
If I'm wrong. Like he just wanted to be left alone.
Yeah, Jerry, you just wanted to be left alone, bro. You
This is
didn't
gonna
just
be-
flag
this is
down
gonna be
other
me
people's
in
channels.
about a year of people asking me what the oranges are for.
Whoa!
we broke him.
Jer! Whoa! Psychotic meltdown alert! Psychotic
Thank you, Jer.
meltdown alert! Jer threatening to go on a violent rampage, suicidal rampage because people are asking him what the oranges are for? Whoa! What a brave stance you took, Jer! Your torch lights the way. Like Jer's struggle of people making fun of him for stealing shorts is totally the same thing as this guy.
Yeah.
For sure, Jer. Holy man.
You're gonna see the video.
Marv Heemeyer takes his own life.
Oh no!
Officers
That's gonna be Jer too, isn't
That's
it?
Jer apparently in a
That's
year.
what he said.
So, like he's threatening to end it all over people making fun of him about the oranges. Like, what a loser, dude.
Oh my
Seriously.
God.
Like, you know, you could just try apologizing. You still haven't tried that. You could try admitting that you went wrong in a few places. You could try getting us our channel back. You won't do any of that. So you.
Yeah,
By the
you
way,
know
we got
what, man?
Spooky Rambler for
For
10
10
subs.
Big support. Let's go. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
finally get
It's a
Peter
bulldozer.
Helmsley for Pack It Up. What percentage chance Jerry loses it and Benoit's Heather and the dogs?
He couldn't do it. Heather would beat his ass. Dude. Let's be real. Like, he couldn't, even if he wanted to.
And the dogs. That's fucking
inside the
twisted.
cab.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
that's sad.
Jared.
I
It
was
did have
hoping
a
he
sad
was
ending.
just being a baller in prison or something.
Is she not here? What's okay?
Oh no.
yeah, that's the
Oh.
thing is, he probably had access to the kids guide. I don't know.
Oh my. Okay.
He turned that into an ad read
That
transition.
is the worst transition in the world.
That's twisted. What the
Speaking of
He
killing people,
probably- Well, I don't know if he said he probably had access
Yeah.
to or didn't have
he
access.
did have. Wait,
The thing is,
Yeah.
he probably had access to the kids guide. I don't,
wait. So he had
Oh,
access
wait.
to this, so he killed
So
people.
the kids guide is gonna cause you to go on a destructive rampage through the town and end your own life. Like even Mel's looking at this ad read a bit concerned. Like, are you sure the sponsor wants to be associated with this?
I don't know if
What
you
are
guys
you
knew about this.
doing?
but-
Oh.
All right, parents, real talk for a second here.
Real
the kids guide to
talk.
America's 250th birthday. Make sure you subscribe wherever you're watching or follow, and then make sure you come on over to the live stream on Rumble. Just search up the quartering one word. You find the channel, follow it. I don't.
Okay, do we need
So,
a tutorial for how to
This is the
sub?
thing. So this is the thing. So he does this multiple times in this live stream because now on every single video he does, he's telling everybody about the live stream. And he's been doing this for days now, and there has been no difference in viewership at all. If anything, it's gone down. There's no growth. So his whole cope of once I start promoting it, it's going to grow and you guys will see it'll go up by 1,000 viewers immediately. It's not true. Didn't grow at all. Total failure. Elder Scrolls Sky Bowl for 5 subs. Skunk Jones just subscribed, and Blink 18220 says Jer is such a low energy bum. He almost makes me want to relapse.
Don't do it.
Being on can't make you this lame, surely.
Don't.
That's the thing is, like, most people on drugs and alcoholics are at least somewhat entertaining in
They're
some
funny
way.
or weird or crazy or interesting.
But not Jer. Somehow
drugs
he's
makes
even
him
more
worse.
yeah, I don't know.
Don't care if you don't want to use Rumble exclusively. That's fine. Just come watch our live streams, because I am live streaming exclusively on the site that has stood by me for years
But
now,
they haven't.
many years.
So
And
what happened actually, Jer, is they cut you off. They're not paying you anymore. The deals come to an end. You're no longer on the homepage. You're not getting that special privilege anymore. You've been deranked from the algorithms and stuff like this. You're cooked, bro. But what you're doing is you're now desperately trying to appease them and get them to give you a contract again. But why would they when you burned them before and scam them out of all this money? So you're not going to get it back, bro. I don't know why he's doing this still. It's sad.
And I support them. And so that's why I made the streams exclusive here, because they are and have been an incredible partner. This is
okay, Jer, it's not a partner when you could make an account right now and post videos.
And you have the exact same ad reads as Jer at the exact same payout rate. And you
Ralph.
can get the Rumble rants right away. Yeah, Ralph's getting the
Is
payouts,
Ralph a partner
right?
with Chris Petrosky, whatever the his name is?
Also,
the key word in that was have been a good partner. They are no longer.
They
They're
were.
no longer. They were. They were a partner. They are no longer.
Back in the day.
Story.
Uh-oh. Big God of War female lead. Got
I'm gonna say this.
Oh, that's a Jer bingo, buddy. Woo!
Yeah. Big David Jaffe got. I'm gonna say
Jaffe
this.
got him.
David Jaffe. Well, this guy, I hate him. In this clip, he was so based and funny.
He was righteous.
He was like, "What is this? What's that game called? One with the black chick who's magic from PS5. What was that called?
Oh God,
Or
I remember.
Spoken.
Yes,
Or Spoken.
Either that or I'm frozen.
Looks like the
Oh,
New
here we
York
go.
Knicks are going to win the NBA championship, buddy. They're up 2-0 in the
Wow.
series. The drought's at an end. Let's go, Knicks! Woo!
You know what I call them? Okay, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
All right, we're back. We're back. All right. So here's what he had to say. It's nice to see
The Nick, right?
all the new faces today. It's nice to see. I think people forgot kind of when we were
There
streaming.
are no new
Wait,
faces.
okay. Here's the
Okay,
code.
people forgot when you were streaming? What?
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense, Jeremy. You're streaming at the same time you've been streaming at for 4 years at 2:30 with Melanie Mac. People didn't forget what time you were streaming. You've been doing this the whole time. It's every day it's a new cope because he can't accept the reality that he's losing. So he has to rewrite the truth.
If he went on a vacation for 2 weeks, you can make the excuse, oh, people didn't know I was back or something like that. You can't go live every day at the same time and then go, oh, they just forgot. When? Between the last show yesterday or now?
It's also the doldrums of summer. But if
The
doldrums of summer? What the
I'm
fuck
losing
are
my
you
mind,
talking about,
buddy. I'm
man?
losing my mind right
So when it's winter, nobody's watching. When it's summer, nobody's watching. When it's spring, nobody's watching. Like the only time is the fall?
No,
Is
no.
that really?
Halloween.
What? Oh my God.
If you're having
Whoa.
fun, make sure you follow the channel so you actually get notified.
No.
Okay, now
when we
we're
go-
doing that. Nobody's getting notified. He's being shadow banned on Rumble because he's a dangerous truth teller.
I honestly
Right.
hope he is being shadow banned because he's a dangerous truth teller.
Live. And by the way, if you're not used to watching our show live on Rumble, which you should, we're
Fuck off.
exclusively there at 9 a.m. Eastern Monday
Every
through Friday.
video,
And
look at Mel. She
Tuesdays
looks
and
so
Thursdays.
unimpressed.
Oh, look at that way.
Oh, she's icked out.
That's
Suffer
sad,
now.
dude.
Suffer, bish.
Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. Please, download the Rumble app, follow the quartering there, tune in live.
Has this
Please.
not become like a guys? Please just download the Rumble app, please. Please. It's so
Anything, guys.
I'll
I'll
suck
keep the
your
lights
dick.
on.
I'll suck your dick.
I'll eat your
You
You don't want to make the switch full time. You should watch live streams there, and you should watch our live stream and other people that are live streaming there.
What?
Like you're promoting other people. Watch everyone else too. Like no,
It's an incredible platform that has been incredibly.
it's not incredible. Like I'm gonna say,
Oh, it's actually garbage.
like the
Really.
local section is good because of what we need it for. That's it. I was gonna say.
Generous
It could
to
be a lot
me
better.
and my casting
You mean my last show that froze twice and I like lost chat like 2 times? Yeah, I know.
and crew. And
Yeah.
You all Sunday. Hopefully that doesn't
so
happen again.
anyway, make a call,
Oh.
guilty or not guilty, sentence. I'll tell you my call. He'll be found guilty, but he'll get 5 to 10.
Okay.
And then
There's
he'll probably
Jared's
get
hot
out
take.
in 3. So Austin Metcalf will be free at 21 to
you
22
hear
years
that?
old.
He called Carmelo Anthony Austin Metcalf. Austin Metcalf will not be free because Austin Metcalf is dead. Jared,
Oh my god.
how do you f this up? Like that's the thing. By the way, this is what Jeremy wants: is he wants it to be 5 to 10 years so he can get upset about it. That's what he wants.
You're right, actually.
And then the idea, by the way, that he's going to get out in 3 years, like Quartering saying, he's not going to get out in 3 years. Like that's not. If it does, like holy,
yeah.
Live a full life after taking the life of a young white boy. I deserve life. I
Yeah,
want to be
you
like, I don't
should.
want people to think I'm getting
I
soft.
think he's getting life personally. Like I don't see how he couldn't get life. Either he's getting life or it'll be like a hung jury because one of the jurors will like refuse to convict him and there'll have to be like a retrial.
He was born in poverty, so it turned him into this. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I am
Yeah.
soft, but like
It's
love
most
their,
of the focus
they love
now,
their
yeah.
shorts.
I'd
Yeah.
like to do some gaming streams again, at least like a couple times a week, but
That's not going to
for now,
happen.
that's
By the
what
way,
I'm doing.
Mel's last couple gaming streams were total disasters where
Why?
she made like no money, no money at all.
What did she
And
play?
that's why she gave up on them. I forget. I think it was like Resident Evil or something like that.
Okay.
But now, like this is the thing. If Mel does go live on her own channel, she's in for a rude awakening because this isn't going away. So it's just going to be constant oranges, Johnny Junkers, Quartering flagged. At least that's why she's not going to do that. And so I think she would be best off like at throwing Jer under the bus and trying to distance herself from this. But she's just determined to go down with the Jaretanic. Like she's determined to be the top janitor. Maybe it's because she knows that her career is at an end and she's like a walled hag. And so the only person that's going to pay her is Jer. I think that's what it is. It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, probably. No, I think she knows it's over. She has to.
Doing it. We'll see when I bring back some more stuff.
Yeah. But the number one way you can support the website.
Fuck.
Support the website. Good one, yeah. Nice, bud. Nailed it.
Every like third clip is, well, guys, if you want to hit like, it's like, oh my god,
support the show.
He's begging.
Is by going
He's
to
a bum.
support the website. That's so funny.
Oh,
he's going. Big
He has-
Quartering website got him.
Quartering took himself out. What a failure,
I mean,
bro.
we wish, right?
You're done fucked up, Jared. Now Mel's like, what do I do? What do I do?
But Big Jer got him.
Go
You're in
to
headlights.
thecornering.com and become a member at the members section.
Yeah, that was weird. It just totally
The disembodied voice of Jer.
Members.
join.
Yes,
Guys.
if you go to thecornering.com
Join,
members, you can join the inner circle. There we go.
Yeah, Sash join. Sorry, yeah, I moved the wrong screen over.
Oh my god.
What the?
If you go to
What Why
join-
does no one else have
Yeah.
these problems, by the way? I've
You
never
know,
seen anyone
like-
else have these type of problems.
And it's a price of a cup of coffee. And if you join for the year, you get 2 months free. You get to pick topics for the
Get
shows.
12
talk with
bucks
me
off.
directly. You can
Wait, it's 60 for the year. Wasn't it 90 for the year like last week? Now it's 60 for the
No.
year?
No, it's been 60 for the year.
Oh,
this
okay,
whole
okay.
time.
I'm
Email me directly.
misremembering.
at like that's at least. And we're gonna add on more stuff there. I'm gonna bring in some
No,
only
you're
videos.
not.
Don't promise anything, you idiot.
Just stop promising all this stuff because you're not going to deliver on it.
No, it's like he doesn't promise. He's not doing what he's promised. Then he's called out for it. Then he's like, "Fine, I'll do it." Then he promises more.
To figure out the
This
hosting
guy
again,
couldn't
how
even
that was all
deliver
done.
Christmas cards.
Yeah,
It's over.
I mean the Valentine's Day fucking refurbished.
But also another quick shout out to the Kids Guide.
But nobody
oh, wait, no,
else
I guess-
other than DSP is telling people to email them. Like I hate to bring it up every single time, but nobody wants to have to email a content creator to get access to a Discord server or to talk with them. Like it's just strange. It really is.
So can't do it again. Only one per stream. Okay. And with that, we're gonna wrap today's stream. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Hope to see you all bright and early. Oh, by the way, I'll say this too. I sell coffee.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hang on, hey.
there's nothing there.
Blood test?
Blood test.
Wait, what the?
Why is there a coffee brand coffee blood test?
Wait,
What?
what? The fuck?
Differential.
It's delicious and early. Oh,
Is
by the
it
way, I'll say
diabetes?
this too.
Was there blood like found in the Hang on, we got some.
CBC with differential. So it's a blood test. Huh.
Oh, he's searching his own thing,
But what are
applying
they
for credit
testing
card.
for?
Epstein, coffee brand, coffee premium, fresh roasted coffee. He searched that. What the? Yeah. What else?
His liver enzymes, his liver's failing. CDC blood test.
Oh, there we go. CDC. Sports. Okay.
I sell coffee. It's
Right.
delicious. You can get it at
Does he have AIDS?
cbcamazon.com.
He might.
You know, even if you want to join as a member, it ships for free overnight. Right now, our gingerbread, which is extremely high selling product, is 50% off. Our spiked jack-o'-lantern, 50% off. Maybe pick some of those up. We have 100% Kona.
Maybe pick some
which
of them up.
There's like maybe one or two other people that even sell. Most people try to sell a blend. This isn't a blend. It's 100%.
But it says
pure
it's a
Kona.
blend, though.
Wait, did he just say only one or other two people sell 100% Kona? That's the biggest.
It's just such a lie.
Buddy,
man.
you could search it right now. There's probably a million. Do I have to it again?
You know, blackberry cream, you know, blueberry cobbler, bourbon flavored. All this stuff is absolutely delicious. We have 5-pound bags
It's
for
all
the
garbage.
heavy drinkers that can save
Heavy drinkers
$15
like yourself,
by buying
Jared.
that. And it supports the show. And after you buy it, come back, leave a review. It would be great. We've got some excellent things going on with Coffee Brand Coffee this summer. Some new flavors coming, new updated.
Wait, he told us just last week that there would be no new flavors this year. Now he's telling us there's going to be new flavors this summer. What the is wrong with this guy, man? He has no idea what's going on with his business or anything in his life. It's constant contradictions, constant like flailing around.
By the way, so he said one company sells 100% Kona, right?
Yeah.
Koa Coffee, Big Island Coffee Roasters, Greenwell Farms, Hula Daddy, Kona Coffee and Tea, Buddha's Cup are just a few of the companies that sell 100% coffee. That's Kona like blah. Jer.
Packaging, new, faster,
He's such a
fresher
liar.
shipments.
What's crazy though is
into
in the
Am-
Such a
description of the
liar.
Kona coffee, it says blend. So he's full of shit.
You're right.
It wouldn't say blend if it wasn't a blend in the description. Or maybe you should remove that if it says blend if it's causing confusion. Like
How did Jimmy R99 get that through AutoMod?
so some people are allowed. It's very strange. These are like auto moderation tools on Kick. Some people are just able to say slurs, and other people aren't. Like most people can't, but there's the odd person. Like I just see them like drop the K slur,
Yeah.
and I go like, "How did that get through?"
Yeah.
I don't know. They just have a pass somehow.
Crazy.
On fulfillment. We're going to grow out our Roaster's Choice program. So we've got big plans. And I would love for you to give us a try. If you just go to CBC, Charlie Bravo, Charlie, Amazon.com, pick up a bag, 100% money back guarantee. If you don't like it, I'll give you money back.
More like
No problem.
FAG,
know you're
am I
gonna
right?
like it. And we have whole-
Like this is the thing is like who's gonna go through the process of emailing Jared to get like their $20 back?
You know,
Like nobody's gonna do that. And even if they do, he's just gonna delete your email or pretend like he never saw it. Right? Like
I could barely email like things like that are important.
shit.
bean, K-Cup, and ground in all of our flavors too. So
Oh my
check that out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Chat, stop.
9 a.m. Eastern. And I hope you all have a
Chat,
great
you guys
weekend.
need to actually
We'll see you,
stop.
Melanie. We'll see you on Tuesday next week. Hope you have a great weekend.
Clean it up,
Okay,
AutoMod,
buddy,
Janny.
okay, like
Clean it up, AutoMod, Janny.
guys, seriously, you're gonna have to stop. Seriously,
And
Well, they're just
y'all
gonna
have a
do
great
it
one.
more, Andy.
I'm gonna put AI moderation on the highest level, and you'll
It
all
already
see.
is, isn't
Is
it?
it?
You
No.
fucking-
Remember,
You
we had to
moved it down a level
Well, we had
because
to.
it got too
Wait.
insane.
unfiltered. We have it on unfiltered.
What do you mean it's on unfiltered?
It says unfiltered. Look, read it. Click it. Click the AI
Okay.
moderation.
Well, there's nothing we can actually
maximum. No, it's
do that.
unfiltered.
Nobody
meaning,
will be able to say
meaning-
shit.
Okay, we're gonna put it on minimal. Dear God.
Oh my God.
Okay, there we go. Okay. We can't. We don't get banned. You. Come on, guys. We like it here.
It's
you
gay,
guys.
Andy. Put it on fucking unfiltered.
I'm gonna
again,
put it on
buddy.
highest maximum.
No, buddy. Andy's woke.
We don't want to lose our channel.
This
guys.
was America. This guy's Jer's Friday morning, buddy. Here we go. Let's see what Jer
Okay.
was up to today. And then we got the Ralph segment coming up. We got the Phil segment coming up. We got Great Indoors. It's going to be Keno.
Yeah.
It's going to be Keno. Lots of shows still to
Exactly.
come.
Exactly. Let's have fun.
Fuck Jer enthusiast for 10 subs.
Let's go. Big support. Thank you so much.
Prenon Corpse for
Good
2
morning,
subs.
everybody. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're ready for the weekend. I know not everybody
Oh,
has
God.
off on the
It's under
weekend.
a
So
minute in. Okay. So we're less than like 10 seconds in. We're already talking about the weekend. But then Jer admits that not everybody has the weekend off, which is very true, especially in the modern day. A lot of people have to work either Saturday or Sunday. So this whole fixation on the weekend was always to begin with. But even after admitting it, he's still hyper fixated on the weekend. It's
Yeah. But it's not even like, it's like, I hope you're all getting ready for the weekend. What does that mean, by the way? What do you mean I'm getting ready for the weekend? Is it like, you know what I mean? Like, get ready for the weekend.
you know, sometimes the weekend just means more work. Yeah, it's basically the case for me too. Weekends are
Stop saying the word weekend.
generally Saturdays are half a work
What?
day and Sundays a
what
half
does
a
he
work day.
mean?
But
What do you mean? You put out like one video on Saturday and Sunday, Jer. That's not a half work day. You put out one 10-minute video. You don't live stream. What is he talking about?
That's still a lot easier than the normal work days during the week. In today's stream, I've got 3 stories.
It's so
you
hard
all.
for him.
One,
3
a
stories.
pretty big Carmelo.
So he fires up a live stream to read 3 news articles. That's it. 3 news articles? What do you mean you prepped this for 4 hours last night? Come on, man. Even putting together 10 news articles is nothing at all. But 3 news articles? And you want us to pretend that you're working 14 hours a day.
Buddy, I can scroll through my timeline right now and find 5 articles to read. Like, it's not that hard, man. Like, holy shit, dude.
Matt, Carmelo Anthony update. Only 3 stories. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's Friday.
It's Friday, so he doesn't have to do his job.
Hours this week.
What do you mean you put in
Oh
extra
my
hours this
God.
week? You didn't. You did not, in fact, put in extra hours this week. You did the bare minimum, you lazy. What are you talking about? I put in the extra hours. What?
You know, I like to get my weekend going too. You know, on Fridays I also record all those shorts that everyone loves that I do.
Oh
all
my
those shorts
God.
that are the talk of the town.
Self-felt
Spend
alert.
hours on Friday doing those.
What do you mean you
Slowly
spend
dying a
hours
little
on
bit.
Friday? Okay,
Hours?
then don't do them. So he says he spends hours doing them.
But it's the
every
easiest thing
single
in the
Friday.
fucking world.
No, what he does is he mass records all of the shorts for all of his channels during the week on Friday. He just sits there apparently for hours and does it.
Oh
And apparently
my
it's
God.
making him slowly die inside and he's not fulfilled. Look in his eyes.
Buddy.
Look at the pain.
This is
Look
a
at the pain in this
struggle
grifter's
set.
eyes that he has to put the slop in the bag. That he has to go, what did you guys think about this one?
I'm so glad that he like struggles.
Each time I do one, with each new one, I mean, I have to film.
You know what he's acting like? Like each short he has to make, like takes a piece of his soul, like a drop of his soul. He's milking out.
Something like 140 a week,
140 a week.
No way.
He's
Wait.
doing 140 shorts a week.
Okay, you know
that
what?
He records all of them in a mass batch during a 2-hour
this.
session.
We're doing this real quick, folks.
He's doing 20 shorts a day. Just shut it down, bro. It's over.
There we
You
go.
have nothing.
Wait, remember this video? Bro, this video's from 5 years ago. Remember the bitch with the cookie?
Cookies just aren't this serious.
Are you kidding me?
Cookies just aren't this serious.
Why is it so?
I guarantee you that's all that it will
Is
be.
that his volume? Okay, no, it was like, look.
Let's check this out.
Hi.
That's it.
Entitled liberal finds out they're not in control. Check this out.
It's 5 seconds of commentary.
She just completely surprised me with this take.
If we get rid of TV culture in America,
Jer,
good
come
luck.
on, man.
1 second, bro.
That's garbage, Jeremy. You can't do that, bro. That's not transfer. That's not content, dude.
I absolutely love Chinese Trump, and you can't convince me otherwise. Check this out.
I love this place. I love it.
Why does this even have to be explained? What does this world come to? Check this out.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Okay.
Is it worth it, bro? Because now with the germinal decline, we can see the true numbers and that it's still failing. There's really no reason to do this whatsoever, bud. There really isn't. You make like $20 off of it. He looks so depressed. He looks so miserable. Like, imagine having to come on to your show and like the first few minutes is just you admitting that you're a failure that has to do this garbage slop, and it's you just are dying inside.
140 every 2 weeks, so like 70 a week. It is not fulfilling.
Scuffle chair, scuffle bish, yeah. Oh no,
That's actually fucking insane.
But it is part of the game, and not every aspect of every job is fun. So it is what it is. By the way, I really appreciate everyone who's leaving likes on the video It helps a ton. And if you haven't yet subscribed or followed, please do. It's hard to find people out there, especially these days with the algorithms and stuff. So subscribe.
Oh no, the algorithms against Jared. It's hard to find people on the internet now, guys. There's no way to find any content on the internet, guys, or viewers. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's that you fucking suck, Jer. That's why. There's no talent.
Isn't there like too much content? Like I can't keep up. Like there's actually more content than there
that's why
ever
Jared can't
been.
get any viewers, because there's so much competition.
True.
Nobody's watching this low effort slop, Jer.
Mm-hmm.
There's way better slop out there. For real.
Turning notifications on. I hope that this jury doesn't
I'm
get
not
swayed.
modding you guys, by the way. I'm not modding anyone right now. In fact, Ice Mexican just dropped the N bomb. That's what I was saying. Mod ski. I'm not modding. What the hell? I'm not even looking at chat. I just looked at it right now.
You just had to bring it up, bud.
But why am I being blamed?
It's entirely your fault.
What?
Is why.
We're gonna read Ice Mexican's new rage quit. Go ahead.
Well,
am I modding?
Whose fault's that, Worski? Really? You gotta ask yourself, buddy.
Go say what you want. I don't care, guys. Say whatever you want.
Modski, you f it up, bud.
Bro, I say the N-word more than you, definitely.
Well, yeah, bud.
Yeah.
For sure.
See?
Then why are you banning them, Andy?
I'm not touching anything, I swear to God.
You're banning all of them, Andy. I'm watching you in real time.
What
ban
are you
all of
talking
these
about?
accounts, bro. You Judas the whole
What are they
stream,
talking
buddy.
about? What are they talking about?
This jury does not get swayed by, community where some people in the black community are just like,
What?
well, he's black, so got to stick with him. And at some, that is admirable, I think.
Is it?
Rebel rants are nice.
That they're just gonna
They do
defend
help offset
him
the
for
cost of doing the
murdering
show, but
somebody
I would
because he's
never-
black? Bring it back. Bring it back. What's Jared saying
Rants
now?
are nice. They do help offset the cost of doing the show, but I would never want to
So
run a
super
live stream. I
chats
can't.
are nice. They offset the cost of running the show. What exactly is the cost of him running this show right now? There's no co-hosts.
Is it $5? Because he only makes
what,
$5.
The cost of the electricity, the cost of the Wi-Fi. Like, what are you talking about? This is not a professional production. This is a joke. Like, there is no actual staff. Like, they're all fired. Like, most of the co-hosts are gone. Most of the streams don't even. There's only 2 streams a week out of the streams that I even have a co-host.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
And talk to my viewers. SpaghettiOs, but I still have very fond memories of SpaghettiOs and meatballs.
I bet. I bet he has
Extra
fun
SpaghettiOs has a new label.
Extra, read all about it. Jared loves SpaghettiOs. He's a big fat piece of shit who eats SpaghettiOs in his 40s. This whole news article is insane because it's about somebody got like sepsis and got poisoned from eating worms that were in SpaghettiOs.
Okay.
But Jared's whole take is that the corporation was right to poison them and that they shouldn't sue. And it's just a cash grab lawsuit, which is like, well,
What?
all lawsuits are cash grab lawsuits. Like Jared went to the wall to defend this corporation. It was pretty insane.
I
where
think he's
like,
prepping for when coffee brand coffee makes someone sick. Right?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
SpaghettiOs does not go very far because it's fried
What?
He's fat.
meatballs.
This is not enough for him. He needs multiple cans of SpaghettiOs in a single.
A can of SpaghettiOs does not go very far
Oh my
because
god.
it's Friday. People aren't really, it's light views. People are ready for the weekend.
What?
Like this spaghetti.
It's light views on Friday because people are getting ready for the weekend. Now, maybe I'm just but don't people have more free time on the weekend when they're off to
Because they can
watch
stay up
videos?
late. They can stay up late.
You know, what are we talking about? Like that there's no viewership on Fridays? Fridays is usually the day where we have the highest viewership.
Yes.
It's also the day as a live streamer. Like for most people, it's payday. So they have money to send in super chats and stuff. like to say that Friday is a bad day to stream. Is every day a bad day to stream? Like, are you actually?
Spaghettios with meatballs. There was never enough meatballs. I was always bogarting meatballs.
What?
Like, you know, my mom would make it for my sister and me, and then I'd be like scooping a couple meatballs out of her bowl while she wasn't looking.
No way! He's stealing meatball thief alert! Meatball thief alert! He's stealing his sister's meatballs, buddy.
She wasn't
What
looking.
a fat piece of shit! Like, what do you mean when she's not looking?
You see like sauce in between both plates on the table because of what he like the trail of sauce from his little thieving.
That's unhinged. What a pig.
That's
What
actually
a
fun.
That's insane. I can imagine stealing from somebody else's spaghetti open. What?
But the ravioli.
Oh, here we go.
The ravioli is.
Just say it, you bitch.
I mean, I haven't had it in a long time. But
yeah, right.
Oh, we're pressing X to doubt, Jer. Yeah, right. You haven't had the ravioli in a long time.
The chef? Is he talking about chefs?
Yeah, he's talking about Chef Boyardee ravioli. You know he eats 8-9 cans a day. Nobody wants to admit they ate 9 cans of ravioli, bud.
Oh
but there's no doubt you did, you ravioli walrus. You.
What a legend.
If you made it for me, like my wife made it, she's like, hey, I accidentally bought a can of
ravioli.
Wife opened the can? What the fuck?
Your Chef Boyardee, sir. Like,
oh my God.
His wife hates him, bro. His wife doesn't love him at all. That's all he gets. Microwave chef.
You know, Chef Boyardee's
Maybe
ravioli.
She'll put it on the stovetop. You know?
Okay. Doing the same thing to him. Now, 363 videos on one man is a lot.
Okay.
But Hassan Piker is a very prominent figure. He is worthy of criticism.
I just want to point out, bud, so it's okay to do this, right? You know, to do 363 videos on somebody. Why was it wrong for us to do all the videos on you then? Why did we have to be taken down? So he really thinks that there are no bad tactics, only bad targets, and that he's just above criticism. It's like you have a 2 million subscriber channel and you act like on a constant basis. I feel like we should be able to make fun of you endlessly.
Yes.
You clearly have no problem with that. You did like 280 videos on Brie Larson, bro.
And there is a whole sub-economy of people who make fun of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
just like there is with you now.
Just like DSP, for example.
Okay.
Like there's an economy of people that criticize him for a living. It's just more profitable than Hassan because so many people hate him.
What?
No, it's not because DSP is living his best life and people are jealous of him, Jer. It's because he's a terminal liar. Like he's a chronic habitual liar, a pathological liar, complete scam artist, a beggar, and he's just an unlikable scumbag. And he's just not funny. He's not entertaining in any way. That's why people make fun of him. There's a reason why people make fun of Phil. It may not be readily apparent, but if you spend enough time watching Phil, you will understand. Every single person who watches Phil on a long enough timeline becomes a detractor. Even the dentiest of the dents. Because Phil uses and abuses every single... Yes, and what he's saying here is that all of the Phil detractors need to detract against Hassan. And it's like, well, not everybody who wants to do lolcow stuff wants to do a political lolcow.
Yeah.
Or spurg about politics all the time. And the reality is there's a very big difference between Phil and Hassan. Like, whereas Phil and Jer, the line is a lot thinner despite Jer's waistline. You know what I mean? Like, they're basically the same guy. Whereas Hassan's not really begging for money, you know? Like, he's quite wealthy.
But bro, you know what? Like with the quartering, or sorry, with Hassan, I'm gonna be real. Even to A-log him, he's really boring. It's like
it is boring.
Oh, his take on politics sucks.
No,
yeah,
it's garbage. Now, sometimes he crashes out, and like the Kaya shock collar stuff
That was funny.
good
Yeah, of course.
when he
yeah.
starts turning on his own chat and ranting at chat and stuff like that. But I just feel like I have no desire to watch Hassan, which is crazy considering some of the dog shit that I watch on the show and how boring it is. But I can't stand to watch Hassan for any length of time. Like
I tried A-logging him on locals, and I was like, oh my God, I can't even do this. It sucks.
It's just bad.
At least with
Like,
DSP,
maybe
it's like he says the most ridiculous. Like you're like, what? Okay, he's
maybe I
begging
can
or-
lock in on it. Like if I started every single day and
Yeah.
he was like, and I'm sure I could get some crash
Well-
outs here and there.
Well, look,
and
we
it
did
could
a
be
lot
good, but-
of the Kaya stuff because we were on one, right?
Yes. No, that was really good, that whole arc, and he was having a really tough one. And there's times where he gets heckled and stuff that it's good, but like this whole thing with the US government, it's like, okay, but the content's not really there yet. Like he's not really like getting felted yet. He might, and it'd be awesome if he did, and it'd be funny as but it's not really there yet.
Exactly.
But just it's just not the same thing as DSP. And this is Jared just fundamentally misunderstands all of this stuff. He's a complete tourist and has no idea what the he's talking about with any of this.
People that are hating on DSP now, they don't make the same money they did 10 years ago because most of those people grew up.
What?
But people that are hating
He's
on
like the most popular, like the A-log
He's the
ever.
most
Always.
prolific lolcow that there is. Like it's endless because it never changes. It's the same things. Like, most of those people grew up. Why would you grow up? Like, in fact, as you mature, you hate Phil more. Like, as you become a more functional adult or a more productive member of society and you gain more life experience, you have more disdain for Phil, you know, because like a lot of people have to go to a real job and then they see this begging bum crying about how his office is too hot and it's too hard for him to sit over the video game machine as he cries that he didn't make $75 an hour today and he can't open his Pokemon cards. Like, you know.
On Hassan, there's a lot of them still. So anybody who's like a DSP channel should migrate into a roasting Hassan channel.
The Hassan roasting isn't even like that popular though.
Money. It's not about the money, Jer.
But is there even like a prolific Hassan A-log channel?
There
that
is.
makes money?
Pegasus does it. There is. There are people.
But he mixes it up though with other topics as well.
Well, I don't think there's people who. Maybe there is. I'll be real. I just don't find Hassan that interesting. Like he's an astroturfed leftist nepo baby, and that's really all that he is. His takes are super boring and lame, and I just don't care. And like I hate the guy, but like I don't know. Like it's not the same. And this like to pretend it's the same as DSP is just very either disingenuous or you just don't understand this stuff, which I think it's the second. He just doesn't get it. By the way, we got hot sauce
for 10
subs.
Let's go. Big support. Thank you so much.
Because I think it has a brighter financial future. I always
But it's
try
not
that
about
if I
the
do.
money. It's about sending a message. I don't know. It's not about the
is it
money. It's that
though?
people. Listen, it has to organically form. Like it's organically forming with you right now. And it's just like with Phil, the hatred formed organically over the course of like more than a decade of people that might have been fans of Phil and got scammed or realized he was a liar and then started detracting and, you know, uncovering his lies, and it snowballed. And you can't just force it. You know, you can't force it in the way that Jer is saying. That's what I'm saying.
A segment that I know I'm going to upload later.
But yeah, and like you said too, it's like with DSP, there's a consistent thing to A-log, whereas Hassan, 98% of it, when it's not like a retarded take, is boring nonsense. The chair streams or political spurging that's not even good, right? Whereas DSP, it's consistent that he'll start the stream and have all the funny like sayings and things that we make fun of. You know what I mean?
I try to just
Well, it
upload
wasn't just that Hassan wanted to sue Pegasus Theodore Fees of the Bald. It's he wanted him put in jail. And he was trying to have him get arrested because he's in like Singapore or some shit like this.
Yes.
It was actually insane.
Yeah, the free speech laws or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, there are things from time to time with Hassan that are insane, and we do cover it. And maybe we could do him more than we do him, but it's like this. It's similar with like Destiny, where it's like his fans love him because he's a cuck, you know? And so, like, if you point out, oh, well, Hassan's got a libtarded take, his fans, it's not very effective to criticize these people from the right. The only way to really effectively hurt those people is to take a position to their left, which we can't actually really do. I mean, we could, but, you know, it's not really going to work.
Yeah.
to my editors right away.
Well,
so they don't have to sit and watch the stream, because why would I want to pay them to do that? So then they just get and then I just send them the segments. Now we get Candace Owens ones. Yay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shu did felt this on for sure.
Wow, it's already 12:30.
I know.
Whoa.
Right,
we
we'll
got
do
a
that.
lot left, guys.
We'll do that.
Chair.
Okay, it's unpaused. I swear to God.
What do you guys
I
got
swear
going
to God.
on this weekend as I just
We're not skipping
get
these.
these sorted here.
It's almost done anyway. There's
Yeah,
only
I know.
4 minutes.
Exactly. It's-
There
I'm
we
enjoying
go.
this.
Oh, destination folder is.
Unpause it.
Oh, that's why. I renamed it in the middle of.
So
Tried to
this
upload and I
idea
was
that he
I was
has to
renaming it.
upload the clip to the editor, like we know that he uploads it himself and he uploads it raw. There are no edits.
Yeah,
like there clearly is no editor, and if there is, they're just scamming Jer completely because they don't do anything. They don't remove the dead air. They don't remove the ums, the ahs, the speaking errors, anything.
And then there's like actual literal mistakes of like, you know what I mean? These actual really big mistakes in like the story, like him saying
Folder in the
wrong
middle of
names.
uploading it. I guess OneDrive doesn't like that. I think we should get more days with Mel. Well, you know, if the
Listen to
afternoon
this.
show continues to grow, we'll have to see once like fall comes around. You know,
He really is banking on fall.
He's banking that fall is going to save the business.
Okay.
That once magically the leaves start to fall off the trees, it's going to resurrect his career.
Yep.
This is some like these weird, like self-imposed deadlines or beliefs that like everything's going to blow over by May 4th, guys. Well, it didn't. Everything's going to turn around in fall. It won't. Everything's going to turn around with the midterms. It won't. And then after that, it's going to be, well, everything's going to turn around during the Republican primaries, guys. Trust me, once the Republican primaries get into full swing, it's like by that point, he's going to be bankrupt. He's going to be insolvent. And what happens then when that doesn't turn around? Well, guys, the election in November, and maybe you'll see like
No,
a boost.
But Ash,
But then
GTA 6 is going to be out in November. No one's going to watch him then. He's going to blame GTA?
imagine writing off the next 3 to 4 months of your business and just saying it's over. Nothing. What?
Oh,
everybody's viewership is down about 50% right now.
No, it's
so
not.
once fall comes around,
No,
viewership
it's
picks back
not.
up. You know,
No,
I would
it's-
probably
but
do a
this is
third
insane. A third show? You're going to do a third show.
afternoon show.
okay.
Fall comes around, viewership picks back up. You know, I would probably do a third afternoon show.
How about just do one longer show? You take a
Just
break.
Stop it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my God.
But for the summer, you know, while viewership is low, you know, might as well keep costs low at the same time.
Oh, you can't can't afford it.
God.
Oh, he can't afford to pay Melanie Mack for a third day. That's why Hannah Claire is gone. The money wasn't in the budget for her. The money wasn't in the budget for Luke. And now Melanie, he's like, I can't afford it, man. $1,500 a week. I can't swing it. He's going broke. He's a brokey.
Someone's playing Jer Bingo right now, and the last one for this kind of Get Bingo is for him to mention an SJW or leftist. I'm rooting for you, bro. I'm rooting for you, bro.
That's a long flight too, though. Australia has a beach, Jeremy. Yeah, but where? Where would I go?
Google it.
Get ready. Get ready for the season.
Can't go visit Bering anymore.
And why is that, Jer? Why can't you visit Bering anymore? Is it because he lied to him directly on multiple times, insulting his intelligence and, flagged him and other creators, Jer? Is that why? You only have yourself to blame, bud, but it's everybody else's fault, right? Pathetic.
So I don't know anyone else there.
He deleted his podcast. Flushed all his work down the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's got to be somewhere. Like, don't people go to like Turks and Caicos? Isn't that like somewhere in the middle? Something like that?
How about just stay home? There.
Well, you're never going to go on vacation, Jeremy. You're never going to be able to afford it. You're to the algorithm until the day that you die. And so you will never get to go on vacation ever. And like... he does this like big crash out about vacations and how nobody does a vacation during the summer, which it's like, Jeremy, like there's summer road trips, like people do go on vacation during the summer in, northern climates that have seasons, but it's okay, bud.
We're going to take a vacation at some point here, probably in fall.
You've been saying this for years. So wait a minute. So the business is going to take off in fall, right?
Yeah.
But that's when he's going to take the vacation?
What?
Why wouldn't she take it now when the business is slow and there's no point in streaming or doing videos? It doesn't make sense. Well, then he goes on this long rant about how nobody in Wisconsin vacations during the summer because it's so nice out.
Yeah, Ash, I'm sure no one in Wisconsin ever.
But the thing is, it's like you don't have to fly to Florida. You could go to a cottage or rent like something on the lake or, you know what I mean? But there's plenty of people that do like a summer trip to Europe or something like this. Like, I just don't know.
Oh my!
Like, it's just...
Ash, you ready to hear ChatGPT's response? Yes, people in Wisconsin absolutely vacation in the summer. In fact, summer is the biggest vacation season in Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, residents head to the lakes and cabin areas in northern Wisconsin. Door country for beaches, boating, wineries, and small towns. Wisconsin Dells for water parks and family trips. Lake Geneva for lakefront. Literally, it said most people who vacation in Wisconsin is during the summer.
Australia, has a beach. Yeah, go to Japan. Well, my wife.
My wife. Oh my God!
It's the DSP.
He said it again. I
did it.
I called it. Hit the gong.
He did that.
He did the thing.
What a retard.
Yes.
She is lukewarm on Japan. I need help to sell it to her. Your wife doesn't like used vending machines? Yeah, I never should have told her about those either.
You told her about the used vending machines, you degenerate?
Crazy, bro.
What a sick...
he's jacking off into those things.
She brings that up. She's like, what, you want to buy some underwear?
Even his own
viewership
wife
was not down just for him. Just for him and his... Well, that's actually a cope on your part.
No, Jerry, you're the one that's coping about viewership.
By the way,
Holy.
the only reason Jer wants to head to Japan now is because Nerdrotic had like that like group trip to Japan. Did you see? Like where like 25 of them went to Japan, but Jer wasn't invited.
Nope.
So now Jer has
And
to
he
go.
never will be. He never will be.
You go ahead and
Whatever
watch the.
happened to
You go ahead.
Chrissy, by the way. Does anybody give a shit?
Nah, that fell off
She's
brutally, dude. Like,
She's done.
burned it down for no reason.
And watch the
She
lineup
didn't
today
even
and tell
get
me.
the spot on the Jer show. There's no money for him to even hire her. She's done.
They're doing the viewership they were 5 months ago.
Jer.
Any one of them, except maybe Crowder. Crowder's still crushing it.
What? So everybody's failing except for your friend who you glaze. He's doing great. What? Well, by the way, if he is doing great, it disproves your idea that every single person in the political space is failing. It's just you that's failing, bro. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It's almost like a post-election year, you know, when the entire media has a downside.
God.
Okay, God. By the way,
Oh my God.
the subject. It's like every day he has to talk about why there are no views on his
It's just
channel.
constant excuses.
Just do your show.
Nobody cares about your excuses. We care about the results. Which, you know, the only people who really care about the results are you and the trolls. So you're making your whole show about the trolls and trying to disprove the trolls and arguing with them. And it's just a recipe for disaster, man. It's a
Mhm.
negative feedback loop. But even when you give him the good advice, that's why I don't even worry about it, because he'll never listen. Because out of pride, he always thinks that he knows better because he's the big man with a 2 million subscriber channel. It's pathetic.
Cycle. People who talk about politics have a down cycle. They're like, but it's because I'm mad at you online.
Oh yeah, I saw apparently Ralph threatened to kill Lalo. Did you see?
Go look at any one of my
I don't know. I guess I'll edit that for Monday.
colleagues' channels views. Everybody's down. We're all talking about it behind the scenes. Everybody
you're
knew
not
this was going to
talking to
happen after
anybody.
Trump won. And
What?
things will pick up around midterms.
So wait, so Trump has
That's why
to
you see a lot of-
lose, the right wing has to lose, the left always has to win, so Jer can keep making money by complaining. That's basically what he's saying, which is a very pathetic way to live, really.
People taking vacations right now. That's why you see live people, instead of putting out 5 videos a day, they're putting
Wait,
out
so
3.
people are taking vacations during the summer, Jer? What? Okay.
I'm not calling on any particular YouTuber. It was like some clip from some person I'd never seen before on X. Okay, so you know,
So it's
when
geeks
that
and
group of
gamers living
YouTubers
rent-free
gets
in
really
his head.
upset when I'm talking about them, I'm
What?
not talking about you guys. So it's just some guy.
Jer.
He was like, "It's super woke. Everything about it is woke." I'm kind of like, I don't know how true that is. Now, there's a whole cottage industry, and like basically every movie is woke. Every aspect is woke. And
Well,
I
they
took part in
are.
that.
So
It
wait,
just got tiring trying to bend
you
myself into a
admit-
pretzel.
Wait, he's admitting that he was a grifter that lied about movies being woke even when they weren't woke, and he scammed his audience, and he would twist himself into a pretzel to do so.
That's
should we
crazy.
Well, why should we listen to anything you have to say when you admit to being so fundamentally dishonest and motivated only by profit? What's wrong with you?
To pretend that everything was woke trash. Yes, She-Hulk
But
was
it
woke
was.
trash. But the people that called like sinners woke trash, I
It
mean, you
was
showed your
woke
whole ass
trash.
there.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
Sinners was Jer. If you actually
Wasn't
think
that like the
Sinners
black people who were
deserve to win
dancing and
Oscars-
stuff?
Yes, yes.
Oh my god.
It was
dude.
terrible, Jer. It was
Dude.
not good.
That was like, yeah, there were some people who liked it. I'm like, no, this is actually gay, dude.
At
That's just a
best,
great
it was
movie.
very mediocre. No, it's not a great movie. It didn't deserve Academy attention. It was like From Dusk Till Dawn with black people, but worse. It was crap.
You know, or like the people. Ooh, weird burp. Sinners
Weird.
just asked
How
me
do
if-
you mispronounce the word burp?
Oh,
That's
no.
actually, bro.
Fair. You know what? I hope they both have a great weekend. And I hope that
I
you
hope
all
you have a great weekend.
have a great weekend.
That's him
too.
like wishing.
We'll be
That's his
back
version
Monday
of
morning.
Arcada. I wish you have $1 million. That's his version. I wish you have a great weekend.
I'm gonna be
Do you, though?
like. Have you heard the word weekend more than we've heard it in the past 4 months?
No.
Like the weekend like is just killing me, dude.
9 a.m. Eastern with the full weekends. Monday morning shows usually longer because there's so much news to cover from the weekend. We may do some weekend streams.
Buddy, stop saying weekend. Buddy.
Help me, help me, help me. Help me, help me, help me. He's got to stop saying that. Please.
Buddy, what's that song? Weekend? What's that